Oh my! She took my head off. Hi.
Hello. Hello.
English?
Hello.
Anybody?
Hello, everyone. I'm your partner. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
I. Oh my God! I got one-shotted. I got one-shotted by the bird.
Buddy, I'm gonna name you Gizmo. No! Gizmo! Didn't even save my damn life.
You missed. I saw that. That's why you don't roll in Asura. When you're that small, you just can't see where you're going. Oh my God, Cersei. I hate you, Cersei! You are gonna die in the hands of Jaime next season. That's my prediction anyway. Your own brother is gonna kill you, Cersei. And I'll laugh and scream in joy when that happens.
Oh no, oh my God.
Whoa! Holy cow, that's a big whale.
It's actually trying to destroy the raft, guys.
Whoa!
Oh shit, it's going to run!
Dude! Son of a gun! Son of a gun! Melee! Son of a gun! Come on! Die! You're gonna die! I'm gonna kill you! I'm good at melee! I play World of Warcraft, I play all kinds of MMOs, you will not beat me melee! I did it! I killed someone!
No, I'm friendly, dude. Look, I'm not shooting you. Look.
I primarily use heavy and light. Oh, Cersei Lannister! No! No! Get away from me, Cersei! Oh, you've become 3 level! Holy fuck! That's the Reaver Holler.
What's your name?
Bravo.
Oh, in my language it means sadness.
Oh, kind of represents me.
Okay, here's the first dungeon chest. If I get anything other than a distillate, I will get a heart attack. Son of a gun, I got something other than a distillate. That's like the first time ever. I should say that more often. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel. Just give me a second. Last minute social media stuff. And we are live. Hey there. Welcome to the Astellia Closed Beta 1 live stream. We're going to be doing as much as we can tonight. It's the first day of Closed Beta anyway, for this soon-to-be Western release of the Korean MMORPG. This is the character creation screen. If you're wondering how do you get in, the developers are giving out keys like crazy, so there's no reason to buy the legendary package, which costs like $100 US. So I felt kind of like I wasted my money there. But anyway, let's go ahead and create a character. And hello to everybody in chat, by the way. I see a lot of people. Albert Georgie, we've got Feta Cheese. Nice. Who else we got? Zarna Rowe, Gaga, haha. Hey guys, what's up? It is 9 p.m. from where I'm streaming from. So for you guys, must be either in the EU, late lunch, or in the US, just waking up. Let's go ahead and create a character, shall we? First of all, yes, if I haven't stressed it already, closed beta phase 1. There's going to be a closed beta phase 2, and then possibly an open beta, followed by launch itself this summer. For those wondering, what is Astellia? It is a Korean MMORPG. It's already out there. There's going to be a lot of differences between the Western version and the Korean version. Among them, it's not going to be free to play here in the West or whenever it hits global release. It's going to be a buy to play MMORPG. Classes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes. Mage. Let's go ahead and click each and one of these things, and they do play these. I don't know what you want to call it, the stylistic introduction or whatever. And in typical Korean fashion, you have your control difficulty there, just showing you how easy or hard it is going to play a certain class, plus that entire map thing. It just shows you what you can expect. single target damage, control, and it looks like advanced class info. You can then evolve into a, I don't know, job later on or whatever. Plus some video at the bottom right corner just showing you what's going on. So another big difference between this Western version and the Korean version is supposedly there's not going to be any gender locking. And that's one thing the publishers, Berenson and EA, said they were going to remove. But it's not removed for the CBT. It's still here because from what I've gathered so far, you cannot pick a male scholar, for example. She's going to be female, as you see on screen. But come launch, we can be anything we want. So that's always a good promise, I suppose. We'll keep them on it. Assassin, pretty much everything DPS. I am going to go with the usual warrior. I'm going to be boring with this one, and I'll tell you why in a second. Whenever a new game I've never played before and I'm doing it for a review, or I'm checking it out for an impressions, or get your first taste of it, melee characters in combat is going to be my litmus test to see how the animations are, especially when you're moving and fighting, because then you can tell if the developers have really put effort into that. Because it can get very jarring with melee characters in combat as opposed to ranged characters, because that's simple. You're just standing there stationary and just firing things off. But melee is where you can see whether the game really gives a shit about, combat and animations or not. So here we go. This is the character customization screen. You can change the background. You've got two options. And then you've got your default poses and everything. Lord almighty. Okay, we'll stick with the default stuff, right? Let's get into presets and everything, because I don't want to spend too much time here. This is only the closed beta. I want to get into the game. Let's see early gameplay. I want to look at localization. How's the translation? Is the English good? Is the voice acting any decent? These things matter, because I'm going to tell you right now, there's been striking similarities between what the developers are saying for this game, just like NeoWiz has done for Blast Online, and that was 1 year ago. And the paths are... Holy fuck, that's Geralt of Rivia. That's The Witcher right there. Alright, I'm gonna go with The Witcher guy, because I think one of the devs just added that in there because they were fans of the game or something. You can adjust body size too if you want. And if that's boring for you, you can go into, I suppose, appearance, and then there you go. That's what I was looking for. All the various different stuff you can edit, and there's sliders too, if that's important to you. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, how do I confirm that? Set appearance? There we go. Set appearance. Character name, as usual. DRM. Alright, there we go. I'm ready to begin. Before we move on, I'm going to check in on chat. If you guys have any questions about Astellia or anything like that, let me know, and I'll get back to you guys. So, let's see. We got Narish in chat says, hey, Narish, how you doing? Infinite XP says, morning, Adrian, good morning, Infinite XP, how you doing? Zanushu says, this literally looks like Terra Online. I gotta tell you, most Korean MMOs look really the same, because number one, they're gonna be running on pretty much the same engine, depending. It's almost like the 4 or 5 guys in Korea all worked at the same studio, and then they left and they went their own separate ways, made their own studios, and they all just love running on the Unreal Engine. So you'll see a lot of striking similarities here and there, just with the different stuff to differentiate. Rudy says, yes, I made it to stream. Hey, Rudy says, is this the Guild Wars 2 killer MMO? Don't count on it. My expectations is really low. I'm just going to put it out there. So let's go ahead and jump into game. Let's do the opening tutorial. And, another thing is, the tutorial is the Korean version. It's not the supposedly Western version. So I don't know what the change is going to be for the final version. I just hope it's not in Korean. Obviously, I don't speak the language, but I think it's pretty much localized at this point. Oh god, don't hang on me. It's just stuck there at 0. Well, it is close beta, guys. If there's going to be any crashing or any disconnects or anything like that, I'm just going to warn you in advance. This is a CBT, so these things tend to happen. But I'm going to do as much as I can. We'll spend about 2 hours plus going through some of the early game. Let's try and reach a dungeon of some sort. Let's aim for like level 10 or 15, and we'll go from there. Okay, back to the chat while this thing loads. Zanushu says his breathing right now seems like he's hyperventilating. What, my character? Yeah, I wasn't looking at that. Barachi says Kappa. Narsha says that Witcher look is almost spot on. Zanushu says, is there a belly slider? I don't know. That's not something I necessarily look at, but yeah, there should be, if you're asking. Barachi says, asking the important questions, and Kevin Rihanna says, let's play, Adrian. Yep, we're getting there. My god, loading is slow. Okay, so this should have probably been on my SSD. My SSD is full to the brim right now with another game that I'm going to be checking out for work, so didn't really put it on there. Zanusha says, looks like this is a server-side issue, not a client one. We got Clea in chat says, hey, Adrian, hey, Clea, long time no see, how you doing? Peter in chat says, I remember Bless had the same issues with the loading, had to keep restarting till it worked. I remember that too. I was right there, day one, Bless Online, with the freaking early access launch, and yeah, the issues were real. So there's going to be lots of similarities between Astellia and Bless. I'm sure people will bring it up during the stream and other people's stream and other people's videos because, like I said, there's a lot of similarities between what the two developers are saying. They're completely separate, but they're taking on the same path. Both had Korean versions out. Both wanted to go to the West. The only thing is Astellia is not launching on Steam. Okay, here we go. Opening cutscene. Oh, what is she, a toy? She had like a wind-up thing behind her. And, oh. Oh no.
What is this mess? Faye!
I'm training. I get stronger as my Estelle does.
I told you. Only one Estelle friend at a time. Be quiet!
Okay, first things first, the world. Jesus Christ, look at that. The character model just right off the bat just reminds me of Terra already, and I gotta be honest, I only recently jumped into the closed beta for Ascent Infinite Realm, another Korean MMORPG by Bluehole that, you know, steampunk one. God, they all look the same, and it's all because of the engine that it's running on, so you will definitely see a lot of similarities. Okay, good news is the localization voiceover there was English, and there's a lot of little thingy-majingy pets running around. There is stuttering and freezing, but I'm gonna let that pass.
You're awake?
CBT.
Let's get some training in.
Okay, you don't look well. Did you get any sleep? It's nothing. I had a strange dream. A doll holding a giant cogwheel. Yeah, I was surprised that you could carry that. Okay, let's see. Eris is this lady here. Today's the day you'll learn about magic theory. So I guess I'm a student of some sort. Yeah, we have a test today. Yeah, I'm not gonna read as much as I want to with the story. I'm gonna leave that for the devs to polish up for launch. I'm just gonna skip a lot of these parts. Because I gotta tell you, Korean MMORPGs, their intro tutorials aren't really the best. Okay, let's get to the combat, shall we? Okay, there we go. Go to the training ground. Sauvier should be there waiting for you.
Press the movement keys.
So,
W, A, S,
here is the world of Astellia, y'all.
click on
What do you guys
the
think in
ground
chat
to
so
move.
far with my Geralt of Rivia character? I'll be checking in on chat as much as I can. So, WASD to move. Let's see. As far as UI goes, it feels a little boxed in. Let's open up the character panel with the C. Nope, doesn't work. P. Oh, there we go. It's P. There we go. Character evolution, evolution info. Okay, we'll definitely check all these out in depth. But first of all, I want to get my weapon and let's try combat. Again, if you're just joining the stream, I sort of pick a melee character because melee is going to really give you a taste of what the animations are going to look like, and that's important to me for combat. So F is your interact button, but you can pretty much use right click too.
Click the inventory button in the bottom menu. Click on the gear in your inventory to equip it immediately.
I'm not a big fan of the
Press I again.
lady in the background telling me what to do.
Let's do a little warm-up.
Press the same movement key twice in rapid succession. This will cause you to roll. Now try rolling.
Alright, so you can dodge by double tapping. There we go, slight delay there. And caps lock is a dodge too.
Click on a target to lock onto it.
Okay, let's see,
Lock
is
onto
tap
the
targeting a
marked
thing?
target now.
Yep, tap target works,
If
so you
the
can use tap target
target
to
is an
swap
enemy,
between your targets, as you can see I'm doing
attack
there.
it by clicking it
Or
again,
just right click it.
or using
Very good. Now try a stronger attack.
new skills can be
Ay,
registered
ay, ay.
into quick slots. To open this, assign a skill by dragging the icon from the skill window onto the desired skills. Press K again, or click the X. Now attack the target using your newly assigned skill.
Okay, let's fire that off.
Good work. And the next training is...
Do it with me,
Huh?
Sylvier! Do it with me first, Sylvier!
Why, you? I told you not to
What
come
the
inside
hell?
the training ground without permission.
Enemy down! Wow!
Are you nuts? You can't do this.
What am I doing
You
here?
can't train in this state.
Okay, focus,
Go to the
focus.
barn and bring me a new scarecrow.
Alright, so all those little panda things got rid of the training dummies for some reason. And,
I'll teach her a lesson.
yeah, we're gonna get new ones. So what do you guys think of combat so far? I'm finding it a little stiff on my warrior. Hopefully it gets better with more skills, but it just looks a little dated for 2019. When did the Korean version come out? Does anybody know? Oh, never mind. Cutscene. I'm gonna take this opportunity to check in on chat, and I see that it's moving really fast, so I'm gonna work my way backwards. Zushu says the minimap is honestly the best feature in the game. Kate says rate this game on a scale of Blast Online to 10. Ooh, we're not there yet. I mean, I reviewed Blast when it was practically finished, so
Must have happened at the village.
I'm gonna wait until launch before I do my leveling, my usual leveling streams.
This is bad. Please hurry and find Faye.
All right,
Something
so
happened at the village.
okay,
You can ride a mount to move faster.
okay. All right,
Find
so
the
we're
mount
getting
in
a
the
horse right
stable
now. Let's get
and
on it.
double-click it. Obtained a horse. Press I or click the right-click the horse in the Consumables and Mounts tab to ride on it.
You can drag it down to S1. I'll do that. So instantly we'll get a mount.
Click on a quest objective in the quest tracker
Ah,
to automatically
as
move
expected.
to the quest's
Auto-pathing.
location.
Excellent, because that
Use the
means I can
auto
check in on
feature
chat now.
to go to the
Let's
quest
see.
area.
F off cunt says iffy combat. Carlos Enrique says hi, all green from Brazil. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Nick says you mean the laggy minimap. Fetichi says is running animation a bit strange or just me? I'm finding the animations overall a little bit outdated. It's kind of stiff. Again, that's my tip for checking out new MMOs. Go with the melee class. See the combat. It's okay. It's that little girl again. Okay, good. Boss battle. This should really be fun. Geralt of Rivia is coming to save you, little girl. Don't worry. I've dealt with plenty of monsters before. I've had my fair share. I just saw that in chat. Rudy asking me, "Can you ride a horse in real life?" I've never. I would love to, but I've never had the opportunity. Come on, Gerald. Come on, Gerald. You got this. Ooh, that was bright. It's The Witcher in space. New DLC.
My name is Rota, an Estelle of the clockwork that turns the wheel of fortune. I'm here to inform the successor of stars. Shining through darkness, it's time to awaken. Master, it is now time for your awakening.
Alright, so that cogwheel girl was more important than I thought. I'm getting my awakening as an Astellia. Now, I do know a little bit about the lore because I watched that entire PAX panel. So we're basically sort of like, you know, born of the stars, and we can call down Astals, which are little companions that join you in battle, and you can level them up. You can collect them sort of like in a deck, and then you can summon a bunch of them out on the landscape to fight alongside you. But think of it as like a pet system. Except there's a ton of these pets, and okay, alright. I didn't have to fight the monster at all.
Astels that make a contract with you are registered in the Astel Encyclopedia.
Okay, so we're getting our first
Press
Astel
J
right now,
to
that's
drag
cool.
the selected Astel to the Astel quick slot bar to register it.
Wait, did the girl just call me my brother? Okay, I suppose now that makes a lot of sense. That little girl is my sister. Let's go ahead and drag this down here. So this is going to be my
J
first
again,
pet companion.
Or click the having an Astel summoned will
F1
make your
to
battles
summon
a lot
the Astel.
easier.
Is it time to work?
Summon the Astel.
Okay, now we gotta fight. Alright, let's do this. So let's see, her name is Rota, and she's doing her own damage, and she does have a skill, F1 it says here. Okay, but it's dead, so no point. Alright, I'm beginning to understand this now. It looks like you're gonna get a combination of your own class skills, and then you've got your Astels as well. Now, going back to that panel, there we go. This is the Astel card page. You open it up by hitting J. There's a lot of Astels here. Okay, I see. Clicking on one tells you what they are. Assassin, does physical, uses physical stats, more damage to righteous. And there you have it, the XP and SP as well. Okay, back, let's see the one that we got, Rota. Okay, cool, she's got her own animation thing. So yeah, it feels like a deck system. Then the Star Jewel down here to upgrade. There we go, enhance. So yeah, typical Korean gear progression stuff, but now for pet companions too. So really, it's just a different sort of flavor.
Wow, she's so beautiful.
My name is Rhoda, the Astel chosen to turn the Wheel of Fortune, and the one who chooses the Master of the Wheel. So I'm an Astellian, and I suppose that's like something special, I suppose. But I don't think I'd see two Astellians in the same era and place, so my little sister is apparently another Astellian, but she's too young to fight, as you can see. I don't understand anything you said. I'll explain later. Oh boy.
Here we go again, fatty.
Oh, another one? Great. Yeah, I want to try using my Estelle skills, so let's do that. Except I can't. Alright, this tutorial just messed up. I guess we're moving forward. Hang on, guys, I'll get to you. Let's see, chat right now. Zanushu says, so I guess this whole is essentially just a summoner game. I don't know, honestly. I didn't really,
Don't panic. First, we have to find out where the enemies are located.
Hang on, what is this? Order your Estelle to target your enemy. How do I do that?
Don't panic.
Okay, I'll target that one.
We have to find out where the enemies
And,
are.
there we go, hit F1.
Rota!
So I'm stuck in there, and my Estelle just brought her to me. So that's pretty handy, I suppose. I mean, it's not going to be a substitute for playing with others. I'm sure you can group up and stuff like that. It's just that solo, how important are these little pet things? Unless they are part of making you sort of get better in an MMO. I don't know. Oh, look, more fairy things. Couldn't it be like a teddy bear? You know what I'm saying? It's all like little girls at this point. There's going to be a point where oh, okay, it's another Astel. So now I've got two of them out, as you can see. So now I've got a party of two little girls.
As long as Stella is alive,
Shit.
the Blood Guardian will never disappear.
Come on, girls. The Witcher. I'm Geralt of Rivia, and I'll babysit you tonight. Let's get out of this tutorial.
Master, the central plaza is right up ahead. Oh my.
That's gonna be a recurring theme, I guess. That portal opening and things just start jumping out.
I wondered why it took so long.
Okay, this thing I do know because I did see her in the trailer. I think she's the main villain of this Astellia MMORPG. She's the one that saved the world, and then her own people betrayed her.
Indeed. It's amazing that a runt like you managed to survive this long. I'll grant you a very quick death.
Can you guys hear the background voiceovers? Sucks that there's no subtitles. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna use my Astellia skills now. Let's see. F1 is Scold. Scold. There we go. And F2 is... What is it? Doesn't matter. Let's do it. So you can pretty much hear my character call out the names of the Astels whenever I want them to do a skill. Is this a cooldown? Yeah, it's off cooldown. Let's do it again. Then you'll hear her say the name of the skill, which I suppose on the way to level 50 can be pretty damn annoying.
Not bad for an Astellian from a countryside like this one. But your reckless resistance ends right here. It's time to die.
Okay, now we have a new player.
Or is it Yuria now?
Are you still pretending to be a disgusting saint?
Brother! Are you okay? Huh? Are you really okay?
You cannot take this child.
Oh my god. Imagine Gerald having like a little sister.
Protect that child?
That's the fakiest laugh in the world.
Exactly the same thing back then. And your protection turned out to be worthless.
When you're up this close to the character models and you look at the textures of the horn there, for example, the armor pieces, it just screams your typical Korean MMO. Like, I'm getting massive Terra flashbacks right now. And that's not a good thing for a game. I mean, Terra was out, what, almost a decade ago, so it's not a good thing. From a story perspective, I am somewhat interested how I'm this Astellian and how all these little Astels come into the picture, but beyond this, it's got to do a lot more to wow me. I'm just not wowed yet. I know it's only the tutorial. We still have 50 levels to go.
You still have some skills left, sir. That was more than I
PvP though, it's got to be PvP. It's a 3-way PvP. 3 factions. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what's gonna be so unique about this game that people will want to pay that $30 buy-to-play fee. When in Korea it's free, but over there you have all the pay-to-win mechanics.
One day, I hope we can clear up this misunderstanding.
Shut up. Just die.
The random stutters in between cutscenes is really annoying. It must be super obvious in stream too. Oh, the Witcher is dead.
He must have been exhausted.
It's fine, Sella. My brother is quite sturdy. He'll be back up in no time.
My brother is quite sturdy. She didn't just say that. Oh boy.
That's good.
I will give them credit though for trying to make this a very narrative-driven game. If the rest of the game is all about these flashy cutscenes, and if the story is actually meaty enough for people to care, good, because technically, you know, off the top of my head, I cannot tell you what a Korean MMO where I actually found the story gripping enough beyond just what it was known for, like BDO combat system, Terra combat system, you know, that kind of thing. I can't pinpoint one. I would say, okay, story's pretty good. Alright, so now it's loading. I can finally check in on chat. Sorry guys, that's a long one. 𝑏𝒂𝒍𝒍 in chat says, Astellia and Terra both are Unreal Engine 3. Yep, same as all the others, Blessed Online, and recently the one that I covered, Ascent Infinite Realm. They all look the same because they're all on the same engine. Random Guy says, hello, just joining. How is the performance? I don't know. For me, it's not great. I don't know if you've watched any other streamer today. For me, there's lots of stuttering and... you know, like even right now, you'll notice my FPS dropping. The help thing just popped up, but no help actually came out of that. Now we are in the starter area with other players, as you can see. So now we get to see performance real close. Just move around a little bit, taking the surroundings. That's your character movement. I do not think shift does any sprinting. No, there's no sprint. I'm just gonna check that real quick because I like my sprints. Controls. Auto run. Roll action. Nope, no sprint. So this is pretty much your basic running speed. Okay, as I make my way through the early story here, let's go ahead and check in on chat some more. We got Geow in chat says, I mean, unlike Bless, you can actually see the publisher is trying to, this time, the English voice acting is already 500% more effort than most publishers ever did. I will agree on that point because I was in the early access, the beta for Bless, and I have to tell you, the very first voiceover that you hear in Bless, it sounded like it was recorded in a bathroom. It sucks to say, since, you know, that's people worked for that, you know. But Neo was dumb enough to pay for that work, so it really did sound like there was echo in the bathroom and everything, and we were all wondering what the hell. And you know what the worst part about Bless is? They freaking got Hans Zimmer to score the damn thing. Hans Zimmer. Get your head around that. Alright, demons are attacking, so that demon lady brought her demon army to the town. This is going to be a very stereotypical Korean origin story, basically. Kids in danger, town under attack. Sounds familiar? Yeah, it is, because Revelation Online, that's in China. Terra, exactly the same thing. Kids in danger, gifted kids, I might add. So we're killing 3 demon stuff. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask my Astellia to attack that one. Let's see. R. Okay, designate target R. And there she goes. There's my Rhoda going and attacking. Let's just see how she does damage-wise. Can she kill stuff on her own without my intervention? Hey, you know what? She actually can. But I'm doing that to gauge just what exactly are these Astals. How important are they supposed to be to your combat? Is motion blur on? Because I do not like motion blur. Graphics, advanced. Motion blur, there we go. Knew that was there. One more? Oh, I'm supposed to loot the damn thing, right? Damn it. We're looking for Karza marks. Thank God the corpse is still there. Alright, Astal, let's get to work. I have a second Astal too. Let's do that. F2, let's summon the second one. There we go. Cygnus, and I'm going to use her skill. Nettlemire, and F1 for Rota's skill. So I'm just going to be... I'm wondering if there's going to be a limit to how many Astals you can summon at once. So if you have like 5 in your roster, can you get all 5 out? Because then, how does balance work? What happens if... Hang on. Take a look at the top left of the screen. I have a third bar there that's going down real fast. And I think that's because I've summoned a second Astal. So if I get rid of that... How do I do that? X. Okay, here. X. And there you go. The bar is now replenishing again. So you cannot have more than 2 Astals out for a prolonged period of time. Oh, I'm trying to wrap my head around this game. Okay.
Made it back safely.
Meantime, back to the chat. Zarnos says auto attack, auto walking, Spalt with auto looting. Zarno says I prefer buy to play over free to play too. I bet you can buy more Astellia in the cash shop. In the Korean version of the game, apparently you can. There's a lot of things that you could buy in the cash shop in the Korean version. Like, for example, I'll give you one. This one I know for sure because I was watching their presentation. You can't see it because my webcam's in the way, but at the bottom here, there's dungeon tickets. So every time you want to enter a dungeon, it's going to consume a ticket. So think of it as like a dungeon entry from Terra, for example. So in the Korean version, I think you can buy more once you replenish or something like that. Over here, you cannot do that. If you want to get more tickets or whatever, then you probably have to do stuff in game, like finish an achievement or do a daily quest. So a lot of the Korean stuff has been kind of tailor-made or has been converted to some activity, PvE activity in game that would sit well with Western audiences. How well they've done this, no idea. That's pretty much done. Lots of clicky stuff here. Back to chat. Where are we? Pain Train says, I don't like it aesthetically. Having dolls or pets attack and be with me, it's just not my thing. See, I agree with you on dolls. I'm freaked out by dolls. I mean, all of them. Holy shit. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong cards. I thought all of them were like little girl dolls, and that would have been bad. But here we have a lion. Okay, good. So they're diversifying their options there. This one looks pretty cool. What's that? An undead beast. I would like to see more variety. I mean, what was Bless Online's thing? The taming system. You guys remember that? You could go out in the world and you could tame almost any creature that you come across, either to be your companion or your mount.
It's all over for the village if this place falls.
Alright, so it's ineffective against that big giant. Let's see. Find a weakness. Look for a scout on the beach. Done. Let's do it. The faster we get out into the open world and see some proper questing than this tutorial stuff, I guess the better. So I'm gonna auto path here just to show you guys what that is. So hands off now. That's a Korean game for you. Flaming in chat says, so no cash shop at all in the Western version. There will be a cash shop, but it's not going to be as heavy-handed as the Korean version is. So I would love to have shown you what the cash shop in here had, but unfortunately, bottom right, you'll see that's a gem icon there, the diamond. It's grayed out, so I can't really open that. That's not available in the closed beta. But on the website, they did say a lot of the things about pay to win. What's the word? There's one phrase that the Baradhor and EA are the publishers. Studio 8 is the developer in Korea. So the one advantage that they have is these publishers, Baradhor and EA, are very hands-on. So these are the guys you see in the media, and they were there at PAX, so they were saying all the right things. Their slogan was play to win instead of pay to win. We're gonna hold them to that, I suppose, whenever it goes live. Okay, let's try open tapping. Let's see if open tapping is a thing. There's lots of other players here. Let's see if more than one player hit a target. Will it count? That is that's become really common with Western MMORPGs these days. It's all about community. In Korean MMOs, who knows? So I've just sent one Astral there. Let's summon the other one. Let's do some Astral skills. My own warrior skills, I did see like you have combo executions. There you go. Chain, impale 1, 2, and 3, which is auto done. So I didn't really need to do a whole lot. Oh, okay, that one's halfway destroyed. Let's try and attack that one. Let's see if this one counts. That did not count. So, okay, another one. Let's try it. Come on. No open tapping, so every player for themselves, which is fine. The respawn rates are pretty decent, I suppose. This character's name is called Test, and they got there before I did. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to go to the far one. Come on, Rhoda. Off you go. Where's my Estelle? Damn it, Rhoda. Wrong target. Over here. Okay, never mind. She's busy helping the other player out. Kill that thing. Whatever. I'll dismiss you.
I wanted to dance
For being stubborn, you little girl. Get out. I'll summon the other one.
Cygnus.
What's your name?
I'll dance
Cygnus. There we go. Alright, let's turn this in.
Watch over us.
Is there a way to stop the barrier? There's a barrier? Kill the demon mages to get rid of the barrier.
As long as the
You got it.
barrier is there.
So let's see, that's the Centurion over there, just doing chaos on the beach, and there's the demon
Bringing down
mage.
the demon
Okay,
wizards will
R to
disable
attack.
the barrier protecting the
For
Centurion.
the Astral, that is, and she's a ranged, right, so I need to get used to it. So if your Astral's a ranged, then, you know, play to your companion's strength, I suppose. Do her skill. Which I've come to learn is like a... I don't even know what it is.
Now that they're gone, we should be able to damage the Centurion.
So that's done. While we
More
auto
demons
path
are on
back,
the way.
let's check up in chat. And anyway, guys, you guys have seen and watched so far. What are your thoughts? Would you pay for
The
this
knights
game?
can
Would
take
you
care of the
would you
rest.
be interested in playing the
Let's
buy-to-play
return to
version? Let me know in chat. Zanusha says, yep, that confirms my suspicion. You don't even need to attack. Just tell your pet to kill things for you. Yeah, that's sort of weird. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be as powerful, or the potency of the attack is not going to be better, say, compared to you attacking it yourself. But, I don't know. I'm only in the tutorial. What do I know, right? Okay, let's fire that cannon a second time. Ooh. Complete achievement. Obtained a biscuit. I've reached level 4, and Cygnus has reached level 4 as well, so that's how your Astals will level up with you. I suppose it's now going to be important to decide which Astal do you want to summon out so that they can receive the experience from combat and questing rewards as well. I guess we're heading to the hideout, right? Did I get any new gear there? Let's see. I did, actually. I'm holding the shift button, and that's going to do a quick compare. So, level 2, let's put that on. Now, from one of the previews they had, you could level up existing weapons with you to a later level, and you can deconstruct weapons to get these enchantment stones or whatever. I see. Oh, there we go. Dismantling will destroy the wand, which is not for my class. Do one will continue. Yep. And that's given me 1 weapon enchantment stone, which I can't do now anyway. I'm only level 1. Okay, let's go. Autopath. Raymond says no. No buy to play. It will be free to play in a year or less. That is possibly. It depends on the reception, right? I mean, if this game is going the exact trajectory that Blast is going, then you could see that, yeah, there could be issues. The only thing that I would say Astellia has an advantage over Blast is Blast got a lot of hype from places. And that didn't help their cause. And what NeoWiz were saying was, we fixed the performance issues, we fixed the combat system, it's going to be great for the global version, and it wasn't. So, you know, all that hype, people got burned out real fast in that. And with Astellia, literally, not very popular until probably January this year. Oh, yeah, I forgot my Astal skills.
Is it time to work?
Alright, so I'll bring Rolla back out. Okay, onwards we go. Patron says, yeah, I mean, my personal preference aside, when I look at the game objectively, it just feels like every other game of its ilk. I've lost all faith in the Korean MMORPG market. Uh-oh. Here we go, another portal. Okay, that's pretty cool. Army of the Dead. Suppose that means charge. Be a real funny twist if my little sister dies, like, and that's my motivation to get rid of the main villain. Oh. Oh, he's totally gonna kill her. Oh no. That's my sister. Actually, you know what? Take her. I don't want to be involved.
With so little force, you are trying to change your destiny. You are a Norden servant. I'm disappointed. I will not hurt the child. But if you are late,
I'm
you
sorry.
will no longer be the offspring that you once knew.
That voice is not edited. You can tell it's made by somebody just going. I can replicate it. It's. That's a one-off. Oh man! All right, so I guess my sister really is dead. Oh no, she's in that red bubble thing. Well, that's it. The Lady in White just lost Geralt of Rivia's sister, and that's our reason for becoming the Witcher, I suppose. I'm mixing up lore here. Okay, let's go back to chat. Adrian says, how is it so far? I don't know, it's still early for me. There are things so far I am really unimpressed by, I suppose. Considering the buy-in price, the combat system is something of a surprise though, because in the trailers it did look flashy, and it's just not for the melee character so far. It could be better for range, but again, my decision of going melee is because that's how you really see whether the game is fluid enough for you or not. The questing it's only the tutorial. I don't want to say too much about it yet. Let me play some more. Let's get up to a high enough level before we can actually say something. I mean, having an opinion just after the tutorial, it's a bit harsh too. So let's play some more. Let's play some more. Let's see some more. What does Astellia has to offer? And yes, for those of you who have been on my channel for a while, it's been 4 months. All right, they went for the Avengers time skip there. So 4 months without my sister. What have I been doing then? We're sending an Astellian off to war. I'm fine. Blah blah blah. The Skeleton Knights, the Centurion, the Urea. We can't take down a Skeleton Knight, let alone Urea. We never tried. Find Astals and use their power. So yeah, it looks like you will be able to collect all these Astals companions as you play the game. So let's try and get one from PvE tonight. In the meantime, blah blah blah, go to Urea. Okay, let's move on.
Master, the wheel of fortune has begun to turn.
Urea, the Skeleton Knights, and the Centurion and more to rescue Faye, which is our sister. We must become stronger and wrest control of our fate. Yeah, I'm gonna read that stuff because the voiceover just takes way too long. Now, this is the 4th time that the help bar page thing has come up, but no help has actually come out. So, get rid of that, Barnes and EA or Studio 8 if you're watching. Where are we going? Let's open up the map. Now, the map I do like. This is a really interesting looking. Why am I moving? Stop moving. Hello? I didn't press anything. Unless, of course, can you move because I clicked on the map? Yes, you can click on the map and move, so that's handy, I suppose, if you want it. Yeah, I like the aesthetics of the map. I just wish it was more interactive. Okay, never mind. It is interactive. You hover over it and can see what exactly is in town. So let's move the story along. Let's go to the Knights' headquarters, and I'll be able to check in chat and answer some questions if you guys have any. Mitch in chat says the only reason people play Final Fantasy XIV or ESO is because it's the best option at the moment. I mean, it comes down to, you know, subjective. What do you guys like to play is what you guys like to play. What do you guys want to pay for playing is what you guys want to pay for playing. You know, like for me personally, I jump into as much as I can because that's required for the line of work that I'm in. And I try to find a positive and negative for everything that I play, regardless of my bias. While I do have preferences, you know, sometimes being impartial. Not again. The stupid help bar. I feel like I'm missing out on some important tutorials that I'm not being able to receive here. But this is town, and I'm getting those same. I'm getting like flashbacks. If you guys remember Bless Online, when you reach the first town, there was this huge stutter and everything. Yeah, that isn't here. So what we're doing? Resurrection Point. So every town will have this come back to this stone portal thing. So quick teleports. That is a given here. Now let's move on. What else do we have? Armor Merchants, Auction House. You don't get your, like, I'm on the Legendary version, so there should be a whole lot of account-bound items, but you don't get them in the closed beta, I don't think. Onward now, let's go find the Steel Fist Knights HQ, which is somewhere here. And in the meantime, as usual... Okay, hang on. Phasing system. So there was a bunch of people outside, and that blue portal simply means you are in a private phase now. So it's only you and your story in here. So if I go out, there should be other players around me. There we go. Okay, so you've probably seen this before in like a dozen other Korean games. So this is a standard procedure thing. It helps so that, you know, other people don't kind of mess up your own story progression or whatever, and it just helps not having that many people around. I just don't like the transition because there's always that stutter or that lag whenever you swap zones. And also, I just want to make it clear, I'm playing from Southeast Asia and Malaysia. This is the North American server, so there is latency and lag. I can't help that, unfortunately.
It's so hard to sustain all the nights.
I'm just reading through this as fast as I can. Some parts you do have the voice acting, and some parts you don't, like here. Sorry, Captain, won't happen again. So the Captain doesn't want to speak to us because he thinks we're infidels. Where have I seen that before? A guard captain that doesn't like you or is secretly a traitor. Very familiar storyline. Captain is a busy man. You want to talk to Mason. Alright, I'm going to skip all these parts. And let's go speak with Mason, whoever that is. Back to the chat. It's moving so fast, guys, so sorry if I miss a question or something. I'm just going to read as much as I can here. Fatachi says, at least there's no loading screens every time you phase, which is a good point. You know, like for BDO, for example, there's like literally very minimal loading screens, and you know, if you play BDO, then it's probably the only Korean game that you're going to be spoiled by with that.
To be a serial kidnapping case.
Pull all the forces back to defend the city, which you call Mayville. Level 3 armor, good. Am I level 3 yet? Let's find out. Alright, so the Steel Knights are basically assholes who are defending the town, don't have time for us, and let's see, missing children. Are the demons still kidnapping children? So that's a storyline here. Kids are going missing, demons are behind this. Okay, that's all I need to know. We can figure it out as we go along.
Demons are kidnapping children? Do you think it has something to do with Yuria?
New gear, yep, let's put that on.
But she
Level 4.
already got Faye. There's no need for her to kidnap other children. Master, we have to investigate this.
Look at that!
Let's find Sister Jean.
My level 3 armor is better than some of the early, like some of the level 50 armor in some MMOs I play. That's interesting. That's pretty cool for a level 3 armor. Okay, back on the horse. Let's go speak with Gina. Let's check and chat. Let's see. Mid says, yeah, I bet Strumman comes out. They'll be so damn quick to drop the games. Oop, what was that? Boop has donated $4.20. Thank you, Boop. Dude, that's so cool. Boop says, people in chat want you to kill a mob using only Estelles and pets, nothing else. We'll go do that as soon as I pick this quest up. So, children are missing, right? Okay, let's go. I'm sure there's going to be monsters right outside this town. So, let's get out of here. Let's find... So, only Astels. We're going to do that right now. We're going to go find monsters, bring out our pets, and see how fast they kill it without me doing anything. Oh, come on. Really?
It's still safe inside the village.
Demon, I don't know anything. Blah, blah, blah. You're an Astel. Yeah, I'm usually into story. I'm just going to try and get past this stage as fast as possible. This is side quest, and side quests do show up on the minimap too. You can see it. It's just that icon right there. So let's go ahead and pick that up. Please be a kill quest. Kill quest? Yes, kill quest. Right, let's go do that. Defeat elite Kaio kidnappers. So early story, demons are invading the town and kids are being kidnapped, which is always a good time. I'm joking. Here, Betty. Oh, massive freeze there. I guess swamping zones is it's gonna be a pain. Yeah, I'm gonna get away from the crowd. All right, here we go. I'm gonna send Rolla in right now, and I'm gonna bring out the other one. I'm gonna send her too. So I'm not doing anything right now, right? So you can see the health bar right there, and there's just 2 of them. That's their auto attacks. So I'm not gonna use their abilities in this combat phase. The next mob, I'm gonna use their abilities, not mine. We'll see how fast it kills. She shielded herself because I can see her health. If you look at the top of the card here, that orange bar, that's her health. So she can shield herself, which is pretty OP. Alright, for this one we will use all the abilities. Let's go F1, F2. Doesn't seem any faster, to be honest. But they are competent. The mob's level is level 5, by the way, and I'm level 4. So I think all my Astels are level 4 too. So. and did. And yeah, you do get XP and all that stuff for, you know, just using your Astals to fight. Now again, if you just joining me in the stream, earlier I said you can only have one Astal at a time. You can bring out 2, but look at the top left, that bar, the third bar just goes down so fast because that's, I suppose, your resource to have 2 Astals out. And now that it's depleted, one of my 2 has gone back into the deck. So that's how it's gonna work. If you want to have one constantly out, it's gotta be Radha or your first one. So I'm gonna let Radha kick this guy's butt alone.
Rota! Rota!
Let's see if a solo Astal can do this any better than having 2 in the... It's slower than, you know, having your 2 Astals out. And she is losing health faster now. So either the other one was like a healer of some sort. Yep, the other one, Cygnus, was a Scholar, and Scholar class here in this game is a healing class, so having that out is a benefit, I suppose. Let's go ahead and give her a helping hand, because this is what I need for the quest. That big Q over the head is a big telling sign. That's a quest mob, so... Come on, Cygnus.
Dance with you.
Rota! Cygnus!
Oh, it's gonna take your... It's gonna be interesting, I guess, at later levels, because I'm very used to a rotation for my class that I'm familiar with, my combat skills. But trying to weave in now your companion's combat skills alongside yours is not something I'm familiar with. So that could be a challenge in itself for me to grasp later on, I suppose. But there you go, Boop. Thanks so much for bringing that to my attention. And if you guys have other sort of requests and stuff, yeah, let me know. I'll try and get to it. I saw somebody asked me to bring up the cash shop earlier.
Under the starlight.
Unfortunately, there's no cash shop available in the CBT, so I can't really do that. Okay, what else do I need? I need one more Elite Kaio and defeat Milo the One. So here's Kaio. My mana bar is not regenerating. Not sure why. It did. So Milo is left. Where do I find Milo? And I'm just starting to realize that the things that I'm fighting could be like ferrets? They look like ferrets. Oh no, Milo, quick! Oh, please tell me there's open tapping for this one, because this sounds like a named boss in the landscape. Oh, what was that? Theodore just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Theodore. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel if you're first time here. Oh, it's not open tapped. Shit. Quick, get him! Oh, I can totally see launch going to be pretty fun with this. But of course, you can always team up with friends, and I guess in a party, it should be way quicker. I'm gonna have to rebind it because my skills, my Astal skills are bound to like F1 and F2 to summon and then fire off skills. I got a level 7 armor there for the mage class, which I'm never gonna use. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go talk to Forest Keeper Walder. Alright, chat, I'm full attention to you now. Pain Train says, yeah, I wouldn't acknowledge it anymore. Mazie says, what class do you play? I'm playing a warrior class. There's like 4 other classes. I'm stuck in a fucking tree. Autopathing sometimes isn't the best option. Steven says, is this the EU server only? I'm not sure if there's an EU server, actually. I logged in right before the stream and I only saw 2 North American servers, even though the email that I got said that the CBT one was going to be for NA and EU. Unfortunately, there was no EU server, so I'm not sure why. Mitch says, yeah, it's hard to understand when you're young. What's going on? What's going on? Did I miss something? Raffle says, yet another Asian grinder that looks pretty, has half-naked pets for the pedos out there, and will end up terribly pay-to-win and cash up heavy. Guys, don't expect anything here. That's that is a very common experience that I think all of us have had, especially those of us that are used to like sort of Western MMORPGs. I just gotta say that sort of in-game sort of cutscene with the voiceover was Not bad, actually. So we've seen everything. We've seen cinematic cutscenes here. We've seen in-game scenes. I just don't like the whole, you know, spam F to continue sort of the dialogue. Okay, I'm really getting iffed by my bars just regenning so slowly. There's got to be something I can do here. Well, I do have MP potions and HP potions. What's this? Rest. Oh, shit. Let me guess. Ion. All over again. Right, so out of combat, you will have a rest ability here where you just sit and wait for both your bars to replenish faster. So keep that in mind, folks. Okay, great that I found that one.
Please spare me.
What do I do now?
What I was told to do.
I guess this guy has been providing the kids for the kidnappers, right? Yep, Buno took my child. I was forced to kidnap other children. Man, hey, guys, if you hate kids, if you really hate kids, you're gonna enjoy the opening, like, 10 levels of Astellia by the looks of it. I've reached level 5, Rhoda has reached level 5, Cygnus has reached level 5. I take that back. Even if you're Estelle, it's not summoned when you turn in a quest and you get XP. It looks like everybody on your roster gets XP. That could be wrong, though, because if I was a Korean game, or if you know the game's gonna be, like, kind of grindy, you would have only one of them leveled at a time. So that means you have to spend more time in game individually leveling each Astel. I know that sounds like really annoying, but I actually expect no less from a Korean MMO. That's how low my standards have dropped. So we're gonna kill some kidnappers. More combat. Great. Back to the chat. Aldrin in chat says, is the general locked on the beta? Have you checked the enhancement system for this game yet, if there's any? There's an enhancement system here, yes. I'm not sure what level it starts, but I did dismantle something. Like, you can dismantle that gear right now, so that's what I'm going to do. And that's how you pick up weapon and enhancement stones. So, based on that, let's see if I can unequip my weapon right now. Okay, and then you open up this enhance icon here. Drag that there. And it's going to tell you how many stones you need. So I've only got 2 stones, so that's not enough. But it shows you exactly what's going to happen here in terms of your stats after enhancement. There's also a cool evolution thing that I did see where you could save your favorite sword with your favorite stats on it and then bring it with you every other level. So that could be cool. I just don't know what level that unlocks at. But I gotta be honest, enhancement stuff for me has never been a go-go thing. Like, I hate enhancing systems. It's not my favorite gear or itemization progression. But, you know, I know that it's popular with a lot of people because it does have that sort of that RNG aspect that keeps you coming back for more. You know, it keeps you coming back, keeps you trying, keeps you working hard, and I guess there is something gratifying about that. But it's just not for me. Oh man, that stutter is gonna kill me by the end of the stream. How many do we need? 1 more? Alright, off you go, Rhoda. You attack, I'll check in chat.
Cygnus!
Rudy says, or Hero, you are strong, but you need to kill X of X monster, even though... Are you guys talking about early level questing? Rudy says, all the quests I saw in all MMOs except Guild Wars 2 is like, hello, Hero. Oh, my chat's moving so fast, I have to stop the scroll. I know you're important, but first, please send this bunch of rice to the mercenary near me. It's a must, and I take no answer.
So well equipped as expected. They must be getting
It's
like
I remember speaking to this one person who works as a journalist too, and you know, it's almost like an inside joke. Like, MMOs know the opening levels are just taking the piss because you've done it like a dozen times before. Kill 10 rats, talk to that lady, you know, come back here, the back and forth, the fetch quests, the kill quests. I mean, no matter what you say, these are still important components for an MMO. Because it's been there for so long, and recently, you know, you get a lot of games trying to break that stereotype, especially in the sandbox, you know, department of games. Sandbox MMORPGs just do not give a shit with that kind of questing, you know. So sometimes jumping into a sandbox just to get rid of all that stuff is kind of nice.
There might be more kidnapped children. I can't be certain, but I can.
Oh shit, forgot to silence my phone.
I wanted to dance under the starlight.
Okay, we're moving deeper in the forest now. We just rescued some kids, and I suppose this entire opening storyline is all about saving the kids, which... I don't know. Back to the chat. We got Jerry in chat. Says, hi, bro. Good day. Good day to you. Good to see you, Jerry.
Just wait. Beat it longer for more flavor.
Oh, no. They're boiling a fish alive. Let's go save that fish. Because I think that's what it wants me to do.
An Estelle.
Yep, there we go. Kyrie Arky. Come on, let's go.
By Geows.
Teamwork.
Might be able
Give
to
me a
learn
scold.
kidnapping. Let's save the Estelle first.
Yeah, I would kill for some subtitles at the bottom of the screen so I don't have to focus on what she's saying on the left side of the screen. Considering there's already a lot going on in the UI, and I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of the UI at all. I wish some of it's customizable, but knowing this is Unreal Engine, that is, I don't think it is gonna be customizable. In fact, let me look for in case there's a question in there that I haven't got to yet about UI. I'm just gonna look for you real quick. Is there a way? Okay, UI. Now this hotkeys, accessibility, expert skill, show name, switch targeting, mouse. That's very limited options, huh? Basic settings, graphics. I don't see any UI options, guys. Sorry. Actually, hang on. Okay, I do notice that lock icon there. See if I unlock. Ah! There we go. Top left corner, there is a padlock. And then from here is how you're going to move things around. Great. But that's just for movement, though. If I want to make things bigger or smaller, you can't. Like the hotbar positioning just all over the damn place here. But you can, of course, lock that and unlock that. So, okay, let's move on.
Huh? You have something to ask? Ask me from there.
Okay, this looks like another Astellia here. I could be wrong. But this looks like someone you can recruit into your card deck. And it's another little girl. I'm smiling because if you know what I said at the start of the stream, you know why I'm a little hesitant with this Astellia system. It's a dangerous game now. Alright, we're going to go speak to Mino. And back to the chat. Light21 says, the voice acting seems so bad. Some of it's decent so far, like for the main bad villain, the character. And in comparison to last year's Bless beta, the voice acting here at least has some integrity to it. Like the people wanted to make it work, whatever their budget. I couldn't say the same for Bless Online. Okay, we're heading to Mino. I still haven't found this Mino. And it's also kind of weird just seeing other Rotas running around, you know? I wish we didn't have to see... You know what? That's a good point. Because you can... Oh, no, don't log out. What the hell? I can turn off other people's nameplates. So what was that? Boop has donated another $1. Awesome. Thank you, Boop. And Boop says, there is so many little girls in this game that I'm getting creeped out watching. I feel you, bro. I really feel you. I'm streaming this stuff, and you know, my channel is all about helping people find MMORPGs and just sharing my experience in MMOs. And sometimes you show off really funky stuff that may be a little awkward to people. Ooh, monsters and NPCs. Yeah, what am I doing? But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So here we go, Mino. But yeah, earlier on, I did open up the Astellia panel, and yeah, there's a lot of little girls, but there's also like some cute monsters, like I saw a wolf and a lion or something like that. So kidnapping, Pisces assured me that you got Keo, it might help us investigate this case. So now we have like a ferret thing that's on the good side, as opposed to the other ferrets that were kind of kidnapping. Oh, complete achievement, I've been playing for 1 hour. Korean MMOs have this kind of like thing where, you have an achievement for playtime, like... I can't remember which game was it. I know there's a couple of Korean games that gives you a warning. You've been playing for 2 hours. Take a break. That kind of thing. And I'm like, really? How kind of you. And I would play less if your game wasn't that grindy to begin with. Okay, name his gang the Rutless Bandits. Rutless Bandit. That sounds familiar. I did read about that somewhere. His goons stay in the cave. Okay. Oh, there we go. Pisces. That is another Astellia, And to answer somebody's question very early on in the stream, yes, you can earn these companions, not just from the cash store like other games, but from playing through the PvE. So this is a thing. And I'm getting a level 5 armor now. I hope it looks better than the level 3 armor. I'm not kidding you. What I'm wearing on screen right now is the level 3 armor, and I was pretty happy with that. Because you don't see many level 3 armors that looks like you're a Roman legionnaire or something like that, or like a medieval knight. Let's see, there's other side quests here as well. Let's go pick up stuff. Dungeon! We are at a dungeon, ladies and gentlemen. Great. Finally. Now we get to see what dungeons are in Astellia. Let's do this. Let's pick up some dungeon quests. Taking care of KU kidnappers. I'm not going to read all of this. I'll save this for the full launch, which I will be covering. And I gotta tell you, I'm not that interested, to be honest, in terms of reading what they have to say. View, this is bad. What should I do? I can't trust the Steel Fist Knights and Kios ignore me. Something wrong. The one thing I will say for all these, you know, quest texts and stuff, the localization is way better. 100 times better than Bless Online, because I was playing Bless, and you know, when you level up, even the level up message was freaking wrong. It was a freaking typo, or it was jumbled up. Like, you have 3 level now or something like that, which was, it just blew my mind. How could, I mean, there are MMO players whose English may be their 3rd or 4th language who could still do a better job at translating that for free if you let them play the game, you know, that kind of thing, and you still could get it wrong. So far, I mean, I'm not like a grammar Nazi or anything. I don't really, only when it's really jarring, but so far English has been good here. Okay, so that's 2 dungeon quests picked up. Pinocchio looks like another dungeon quest as well. Let's go pick that up. In 4 months since the first invasion. Oh, it's really hypnotic what he's doing. That whole side to side, like this Baradhor and drugs or something. Makes me want to do the same. Okay, let's queue for the dungeon, y'all. Let's find out how to do that. Achievement, expert, game menu, mail, friends, guild, party recruitment, party matching. Rootless Den. Oh, fuck. What? It's level 15. Wait a minute. I'm level... It's a level 5 quest. Maybe it's a separate dungeon? Or I'm stupid. Korean MMOs have solo dungeons, right? Never mind, I think it's a solo dungeon. Because I remember Astellia saying something about solo dungeons. Okay, while it's loading, back to the chat. We have Mohammed in chat. Says, I think this cool looking armor... Oh, Mohammed is subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Mohammed. Appreciate the support. I was just getting to your chat message there. I think this cool looking armor lost the feel of progression. Which is a good point. I mean, if they give you some really nice looking armor very early on, maybe it's a sign of saying, look, play our game. Maybe we've got cool stuff. Oh, I got a ring here. That's agility and intelligence. Doesn't matter. Let's wear it anyway. Who cares? But maybe you can save this armor and then maybe save the cosmetics for later on. I don't know, but I would appreciate if the game does have like a really cool cosmetic system. That would be fun, because I'm a big cosmetic guy. I look good, I play good. It's been my motto. So, dungeon mob, solo dungeon, I was right, and these are very easy to kill. So, is that a crafting node? Yes, that is a crafting node. That's a tin mine, or tin ore node, but I do not have the skill? I never got no mining skill, yo, unless I completely missed that back in town. But you do have a lot of actions that you can put in your bar. Oh, cool. Target marking for dungeons and I hope raids and PvP later on. It says support. Yeah, that's all. This is all good stuff. Shield block is a passive. Oh yeah, I do have a shield. Okay, cool. I guess there's nothing to do, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull everything in this room and let's see if I and my Astals can handle it. I am, after all, of the tanking archetype, but I do not have any tanking skills on my bar. You'll notice it's all DPS at the moment. So maybe I will open that up later on. So I pretty much pulled the whole room here. It's just me and my 2 little girls. I should stop saying that. Let's go. Astals, attack. My health is rapidly decreasing. But let's fire off some of my combos here. 1, 2, 3. get out of AoE, which is easy to see. I mean, the basics of combat in Astellia is really rudimentary in terms of attack targeting MMO. Rota is almost dead. Her health is at like 5. Rota's dead. That leaves me with what's her name? I don't even know her name. Cygnus. Come on, Cygnus. You and me, little girl. She's almost dead too. I got this. Alright, so everyone's dead, and there you have it. A level 5 character in a level 5 solo dungeon. Pretty much the whole room with just 2 pets. It's doable. I mean, if you want to challenge yourself, just pull the whole room. What was the message there? When my Estelle died, I have to wait 20 seconds before I can summon them again? Fair enough, I suppose. And you do see she's healing herself because all these Astels have their own class, and they follow the same class that players can pick. So, pretty much that. So she's a healer. So I wonder if I should just stick with her, because in that case, she can heal me. Okay, back to picking up goods. Checking up this chat. Moment says, this game killing lollies. Rudy says, I feel like a 26-year-old perp. Korean MMOs, man. They make you feel things. I need another Lancer. Alright, should we do that again then? Should we... Okay, I think I'm gonna do that again. Let's do that. Let's pull the whole room. Let's bring out Rota and let's get to work. So after a bit more combat, now I'm feeling like the impact is just not there. Like it's not the same, especially if you play like a proper action sort of MMO. And I know there's a difference because that one is a radical mode. You aim, you attack, but the combat is also very heavy because you feel the impact of your attacks. You know, like it lands. This one, it just has like a screen shake and you're done. Which, by the way, you may not be a fan of screen shakes in MMO combat because, I don't know, it may be nauseating for some of you people, but feels a little floaty. But that's just a melee character though. What I could do later on is try out a ranged character, like a caster class or something. See how that works out. Okay, Raffle says, makes me ask the question, seriously, what's their target audience really? You know, you'd be really surprised because there's people that you know, play a whole lot of MMOs, even some of the ones that really don't make sense. And I know this because sometimes I jump into things that I don't like, but I still cover it for work because somebody pays me to write about video games, so I do it. And you start to realize that there's an audience for almost everything out there, including some of the most sketchiest of games, even games that have like zero story, which for me, and this is my own bias, I love games with story because that's how I feel immersed into the world and the characters, and without that, you know, it's harder for me to get into the game. But other people don't care about story. They don't want to know what happens. Who cares? Let's fight, let's kill, let's PvP, let's do everything else raid. But, you know, I don't care about the story. So there's going to be an audience for almost any kind of MMO out there as long as there's one aspect of a gameplay that's fun for them. Whatever it may be. PvP, combat, even crafting. And I just saw that Will has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Will. If you're watching this late, I do apologize.
Is it time to work?
I wonder if there's going to be a dungeon boss here, which I'm sure there's going to be, and that could be a challenge. I'm also having at least almost a millisecond, 2 millisecond delay with me firing off my skills here. But that's to be expected. Again, I'm playing from Southeast Asia on the North American server, so I can't do much about that. Okay, thanks, Rolla. I will desummon you now. I feel like all these mining nodes here are just being wasted because the game did not give me a way to get that skill. And also another thing, no auto loot here. It seems like you have to pick up all the loot automatically. However, because I did pre-order the legendary version, I did see that there was a ring that I got that was automatic. Boop has donated another $1. Says, don't care about story? Sound like wow. Holy cow, Boop, you're awesome. And yeah, I know there's gonna be people out there like that, and even for me, like I remember streaming Battle for Azeroth, and somebody was on my stream just complaining about the story and how well doesn't have good story and everything. Okay, I'm just okay, there was a giant ferret, and his ferret minions got thrown back by a little girl in a fish head suit. Wow. I hope it gets better towards end game. So I'm gonna get my Astals out and I'm gonna have them attack. So let's see, Rola, you come out. Rota, I mean, and R, attack, go. So he goes straight for the healer, which is to be expected. So I'm doing one better, guys. Earlier on you wanted me to attack just the normal mobs. Well, I'm attacking a dungeon boss now, a solo dungeon boss, just to show you guys whether these pet companions are good enough to take on a dungeon boss. So far, he's at about 75% now, y'all. So these two are actually pretty competent. And that male voice just shouting out skill names or their names is my character. Okay, so I can't just AFK because that's going to happen. The boss is going to come after your ass first of all. Again. I've not done anything, alright? I've not touched a single skill, except my companion skills. Okay, she got knocked down, but there does seem to be some synergy. Cygnus over there does look like she's healing Rota once in a while. And, oh, bloody hell.
Master, you've no energy. My cogwheel has stopped.
Oh, okay, alright. Rota's down. Okay, never mind. I'll let my healer do the job now. But I only need to wait 20 seconds before I can summon her again, so I think I'm okay. You got it, Cygnus. See if, okay, Rota's back. Never mind. Get back in there, Rota. It almost seems pretty OP because the respawn rate for your companions, even in PvE dungeons, is really fast.
Master, you've no energy. My cogwheel has stopped.
Oh, okay, I see. She disappeared because I've got no more resource there, so I totally forgot about that. So let's just finish him off. I got the easiest job of the night, just coming in and killing that bugger off, having my stealth do all the work. That sort of gameplay could be attractive for you, or it could not be any more, I don't know, repulsive, depending on what sort of player you are. So, based on everything I've shown you so far, what do you think? Honestly. Alright, let's go ahead and check it in chat. Pange Widodo says, I have the key, but can't log into my account, error 403. Is that on the website, or are you talking about the launcher? If you have the key and if you already signed up for an account and then you've got the client, I suppose, just try restarting the launcher a couple of times, because I had an issue with the launcher too. It's a real pain in the butt. High octane gameplay, says Grill, and Levat says Astellians do my work. I know, right? I was just trying to... I was really curious to see whether they could take on a boss, and they can. So, I don't know. I mean, it's tempting when you think about it, because some aspects of MMO, you know, you're always relying on yourself or your others, so now you've got pets that will actually do the job for you. I don't know how I feel about that. It's interesting, at least. Flaming says, or not, damn, think one will despawn before he dies. One did, because of my resource bar. So that's going to be a thing you want to keep an eye on. That lower bar, the third bar, the orange bar, that's going to be how long you can keep 2 Astals out. You can only have 1, and that's not going to deplete your bar, but having more than 2 out is going to do so.
The Keos are causing enough trouble as it is.
Come on, give me a good weapon or something. Something that I can enchant to show people. Okay, I've just hit level 6. Cool. And I've got these stones too, which is a currency for something. I need to figure out what.
You don't have the right to follow in Father's footsteps.
Back to the swing ferret weasel thing. It's gonna give me a mana potion and a ancient fragment. Okay, let's read real quick. Fragment of magic tower that sustained an ancient magic kingdom. Collectors believe that the ancient fragment brings luck. Take this ancient fragment to a special merchant at Regfront, which is the name of a city or town, and purchase items that are not sold elsewhere. So those are basically tokens for something. Gear or crafting. So that's done. That's the first dungeon you will do in Astellia as a solo player. That's a solo dungeon. And it looks like, based on what I saw in the party matching thing, you do have a party matcher thingy-majingy. And you can return to this den at level 15 and then again at level 50 to do a legendary version, which sounds like for like kind of hardcore end gamers. So they do reuse some of their earlier dungeons, I suppose. Now I just clicked on the adventure icon here, and it looks like we have some new stuff. Let's see, Coliseum, virtual combat ground where heroes train, dungeon instance. Okay, Avalon is okay. This is what I was interested in with Astellia. Avalon is sort of like Guild Wars 2, The Elder Scrolls Online, Dark Age of Camelot. It's 3 faction warfare, so 3 PvP factions going at it on a large map. So over here, there's your factions: Saris, Eos, and Feis. And I can't enter. Okay, you need to be level 45 to do this faction v faction v faction thing. So good to know. That's your PvP right there. I will check that out sometime, I suppose, if I can even make it in time before the CBT sort of shuts down. Okay, check it out in chat. Zanushu says, ask in chat for a level 50 player so you can see their armor. I will... maybe. Is there a level 50 already? Like, what time did this go live? 4 hours ago? 5 hours ago? I'll be damned. There's going to be an NPC that they're putting in on Saturday where you can immediately talk to that NPC and you could just level up to level 50 to do some of the content. So I may be doing that so I can see for myself. Mohammed says, go back to your Lotro, noob. We don't fight here. You're enslaving lollies, says the Astellia devs. Nushu says, I bet there's a... Oh.
It's nice to meet you, Master.
Nice to meet you too, I suppose. I was really hoping for either like... Okay, again, back to the screen. These are all the Astals that you can collect in-game. So I'm about to unlock Pisces somewhere here. There, over here. I'm about to unlock her, but you do have other characters. I'm surprised. Is there not one dude here? Okay, maybe this guy, Braga. The lion guy I was talking about. So it's going to be a while before you unlock everybody. But you're going to start off with 3 little girls. Raffle says, every month, new lolly in our store. Amazing. Get it now. Become totally OP with the new lolly for only $69.99. Sudushi says that was some good CGI. It's all over the place. Sometimes you'll get some really nice CGI. Sometimes you'll get in-game rendered cutscenes and, you know. Is there a trading system? Yes, there is, Angelo. There is a marketplace. There's an auction house in here. Whether you could actually walk up physically to another player and trade is another thing entirely. So, since we're going back to town... Oh, crap. There goes that lag again. Alright, here. I did see a quest giver I just passed by. But yeah, I'll go back to town. If there's other people standing around, I'll walk up to a guy randomly and I'll right-click and we'll see what we can do. Whether we can trade or deal. Okay, never mind. There's one right here. Hey! Hey, come back here. Hey, stop! Agani. There's nothing I can do. Like there's no options coming up for this person. I'm right clicking, I'm left clicking, I'm hitting the F key. Oh, she has a really cool Astellia. What was that? Some sort of bard? Hey, why can't I talk to this person? Right, so I can't interact with another player just by walking up to them and trying to click them away. So, yeah, I don't know if you could trade with another player. I'm guessing you can. There's a guild system too, but you need to be level 10 and have at least 10,000 gold or something like that, if I read correctly. Okay, so I saw this person. Hi, I'm Tyra, and I'm traveling across the Maglev continent. You like adventures too? I'll give you useful info. First, collect a red mushroom. Jesus Christ, how is that useful info? Okay, never mind. We'll collect the mushroom anyway because there's gonna be useless info. I mean, useful info. Oops, did I say that out loud? I did. It's the truth, though. Okay, never mind. Here's one red mushroom coming up for the lady. Checking chat. Try asking them to trade in chat. Let's see. Can you guys see my in-game chat? Okay, oh, you have a few channel. Common, all, Expedition Guild, Party, Whisper, Area. Is, oh, all caps, bad idea. Is trading between players a thing? There you go. You guys wanted me to put it in chat so bad. Let's see if I get a response. Completed guide to ingredients. Let's see. So it's basically a tutorial that I suppose you can get like useful items from harvesting, which still I don't have a skill to like harvest stuff. Oh, use the okay, I gotta use my recovery potion. Let's do that. I just wasted a recovery potion. But I'm getting biscuits back, so hey. Okay, back to Mason. I'm level 6 now. Let's get to level 10. Wild Relic Productions. Hey, Wild Relic says the game seems to be very beautiful, but of course it needs a bit of optimization yet. Yeah, you probably just a second ago saw me stutter for like 2 seconds there, and that's gonna be a common thing with. In fact, most of the games that I play on this engine. Oh, hang on. What's that, Precious, on the ground? You receive egg. I got an egg, y'all. Right there. There's just a crafting material just hanging out there in the middle of the street randomly. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, it's because of the engine, and hopefully it gets better. We'll see. I'm sure if I go to the Astellia Reddit, I'm sure there's like optimization tips and stuff like that. Zanusha says, that's one lady. To be honest, that would be deaf me as a quest giver. Rudy says, I bet she told someone to plant and water the crops too. Okay, scrolling up. Let's see if there's any questions I have missed. Zanusha says, you work for combat? It's all about pets doing the work for you. I read that already, right? Okay, all the way up, all the way up. Fetichi says, ever played Aura Kingdom? Maybe once for a review like 2 years back or something. Now it's under... Who is it under? It's under Gamigo, is it not? Aura Kingdom?
You made it back safely.
We freed everybody, and level 5 armor. I can't wait to put that on and see what that looks like. Boom! Complete achievement, own 3 Astles, and that you've got the Pisces card up there, just having her own CGI moment. So now apparently I will get to
you can't go inside right
talk
now,
to the captain who shoot me away. First things first, let's put on that armor. Let's see what it looks like. I'm now wearing the level 5 armor, and oh, it's a problem. That's a problem with a lot of Korean games. It just looks like real plasticky. Like, look at the armors, and it's like shiny and stuff. Like you know it's metal, but it's just plastic. Let me see if there's anything I can do with my graphics. Texture quality high. View distance. Shadow. It's most of it's high anyway. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Slightly better instead of that almost plasticky look. So let's go and talk to the captain.
The children are being kidnapped. Why can't you spare some men when something this serious is happening?
Alright, some arguments going on in the background. Back to the chat. Zoltan in chat. Hey, Zoltan says this looks like a mobile game.
Short on hands?
Well,
There are probably over 30
who knows? It could probably run on mobile. I mean, think of other Korean games out there that already has a mobile version. You've got Terra, you've got BDO, you've got Ion even, that has a mobile version. Who knows if this game takes off? You know they're gonna go to a mobile version, I suppose.
You took that position.
Study case with the smiley face. What you need to scroll up is in the area chat to give us the answer. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's totally right. Let's see. I did not get an answer. But there's somebody in there who's like, hey GRM, big fan. I'm like, I totally missed that. Looking forward to seeing your take on this game. Cool. But no, unfortunately, there wasn't an answer about trading. Sorry. I did try to ask, though. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to spend a minute here, catch up in chat. Any questions or anything you guys want to know, tell me in chat, and I'll try to get to you as fast as possible. Zoltan with the subscription to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Zoltan. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. And anyway, if you're new here and you're watching my channel for the first time, hey, I cover MMOs, reviews, news videos, you know, that kind of thing. I don't have a shtick. I just love the genre and I want to share my experiences with everybody. And I think we have a really cool community here. So if you want to join in, all you gotta do is just subscribe and come back every week. I've got new videos. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. So let's go ahead and continue this. I've got my third Estelle. I want to try and get to level... I want to get to a proper group dungeon, or at least unlock some PvP. So...
What do we do? There is nothing more that we can do. We can't expect anything from the knights.
What? So the Knight Captain won't help us. Typical.
The man who was fighting Merif was definitely talking about the kidnappings.
Alright, so we're gonna follow the angry man who was in the confrontation earlier. So, I'm not at all surprised. In fact, I'm gonna call it right now that that Knight Captain there is just a betrayer, or he's gonna turn our backs on us. Oh, there we go, guild manager. So here's the guild manager. Create guild is, there we go, level 10, and what is that, 100,000? Looks like 100,000 gold. So there's not a chance in hell I will be making my own guild in here, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna play until level 50, get my review out, and head to whatever the next game is gonna be. Wall Riley says the Bard and Archer that other guy had was cool. Alexis in chat says, looks like Bless Online 2. Are you guys aware of Bless Unleashed for the Xbox One? Do you guys know that that is a real thing? Because it is. And I know a person who's playing Bless Unleashed, the beta on Xbox. And he and I were both... we played Bless Online, the Steam version at launch, and we obviously had massive issues with it, as my review and my streams would tell you on my channel. But he recently jumped into Bless Unleashed, and he's like, you know, it's gotten a little better, and I've got nothing against, you know, developers trying to make their game right or trying to atone for previous mistakes or whatever, but I just find it really hard to believe. So I don't know, if you guys have played Bless Unleashed on the Xbox One, the only console I have is a Switch, and I want to play MMOs on consoles, but I don't have one at the moment. I'm talking about a PlayStation or an Xbox at the moment. So if you are playing Bless on the Xbox, let us know. Is it really better than Bless Online? I'm really curious. Okay, and we stumble upon an injured soldier here. Isis has reached level 2. What's this? We're following this fairly big imposing knight. His name's Handimar. Did he come this way? So, see these NPCs. We ask you a question. Just give us a direct answer. Did you see him or no? Yes or no? And he goes on this shitty thing. He's one of the best guys. There's no need to know here. Okay, headed to Old Miss Valley to rescue the kidnapped children. That's all I needed to know.
The Karzad kidnapped Faye 4 months ago. But they're still kidnapping more children.
What does this mean?
Ah, this is a problem.
Just gonna pick up the side quest here. If I can get some more levels along the way, I will. Lumberyard manager. So retrieve logged wood. There we go. Finally, a fetch quest. And also, there's a brown bear. Oh, I missed a quest. Please let this be killing bears, because then then Astellia would be pretty much like every other MMO out there. There we go. Defeat brown bears. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna summon Pisces now. F3. Let's see how Pisces is in action, and go. So she's got her water bubble thing. They're all ranged, by the way. I did not get credit for that one. That's annoying. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to be in range and start that one first.
Aqua Bubble.
Did she just announce like an ultimate move? Aqua Bubble. I don't need you doing that. So I'm gonna put you back in. I'm gonna get rid of my healer and bring out Rota. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be hard trying to remember all the names of the Estelles. Back to chat. Mohammed says, "Cuz the game's expensive." Yeah, if you're in my part of the world, $30 US is a lot of money. Oh, hang on. Boob says, Boob with another dollar saying, "Many founders and backers for Bless Online want a refund and aren't going to play Unleashed, so Bless Unleashed will flop in the West without a doubt." It's a good point, and believe me when I tell you, like, I covered the news when Bless Online announced. For those that don't know, Blast Online is shutting down in September. So, hey, now you know. But, yeah, Blast Online is going away. The Steam version, that is. So that's the end of Blast on the PC. And on that official Steam post, like, I was there. I was awake when they posted it because Korea and Malaysia, we're not that far apart in terms of time zones. So I was there when the CM posted it. And I got there, and like the very first 3 messages was like refund, refund, refund. Like they're still not over that fact, and I don't blame them, you know, because of games like Bless and a couple of other MMOs. I'm trying to think of the name. They go into Steam's early access program under the pretense of, yeah, we're working on things, we promise you it's going to be awesome and all this stuff, but you've already paid the money. And the thing with Steam's early access is the refund policy is going to be sketchy as hell, because not only do you have to deal with, you know, the developer's own no refund policy, there's also the Steam, you've played for a certain number of hours, there's no refund. So you can see where the trouble brews there, and I guess that's where, you know, I will give props to Astellia for not doing it on Steam under the pretense of an early access. While they did go heavy-handed on we want the money up front for a buy-to-play game. Because they have to put in the work to change it from a Korean version. How much work is that? If you already have a game that's free-to-play in Korea, and you're bringing it to the West, and you want to make it different, how much work is that? How much does localization and translations cost? How much does voiceover work cost? These are questions that I don't know per se, but if that requires the money up front, then okay, but we need to see everything that was promised. No gender locks, no, you know, no pay-to-win crap, no Korean trophy stuff. So while all of that's good and fine, tonight's stream was for me to convince myself that the gameplay, at a fundamental level, the gameplay is good enough, the combat is engaging enough to warrant that buy-to-play price. So far, I'm still not convinced. I'm not convinced. Some of this is interesting. The style system, down the line, what can it do? If I can solo a dungeon with just my Astels, what else can I do with it? Are they important PvP? How will that shake up PvP? Do your companions fight with you? Or there's a lot of questions I want to see answered, and I can't do it in CBT 1, which is why I guess I'll be jumping back in for the full launch. Chat says, Znushu says it doesn't help that Steam is essentially allowing users to get scammed. I agree with that, and I hope they do get better. I think with their policies and stuff, like for me, when the whole Epic Game Store launcher thing has been a real kick in the ass for Steam in a way. I personally will always prefer Steam because Steam has regional pricing, and regional pricing is so important to me. And I would like to see them really up their game in terms of filtering out the number of crap that comes through their doors. That's a strange looking doll. You have the right of it, soldier. He knows what's up with the Astel system. That leaves me with Enter the Old Mist Valley. Did I just see that right? Kevin Minion Chat says, I love pay to win. Well, if you can afford it, I bet you do. And I'm sure it must be great, you know, if you have the money to throw it out in a game and win and everything. I guess that can be fun if you can afford it. For poor sobs like me, it's not fun.
We can't let the demons run free. Let's kill them all.
Okay, the phasing scared the shit out of me for a sec. I thought they just popped me into like another dungeon or something. So what are we gonna kill everything? Good. I'm gonna pull everything again. And now that we have 3 Astals, I'm going to try and summon all 3. You guys ready for it? Here we go. 1, 2. I've got all Astals out. Fire your skills, ladies. I'm gonna help him out too, of course. So my bar is going down so fast, my 3rd resource bar right now. I'm gonna probably lose 2 Astals. I'm crippled for some reason. Yeah, I've lost 2 Astals, so I've only got Rolla out. And number 8 skill won't fire for some damn reason. I'm done. I think the maximum you can have out is like 3. But again, your resource bar just goes down so fast. I don't know. I'm not even sure if it's worth it unless you have a couple of Astals that are like nukes, like you have a really big opening damage DPS skill and you want to get that out of the way for a boss or something. Then summon all 3 and start using your Astal skills as fast as possible. Otherwise, I just don't see the allure of having to. I guess I'll use bringing out all of them for like a clutch skill or something. If it's a really hard boss I'm struggling with, then I'll do that. So let's help this slime guy out. You don't look like a fighter. What are you doing here? I came to pick mushrooms, but the demons came out of nowhere. Alright, so the guy that we're looking for did pass by this way. What is this game in mushrooms? This is another mushroom thing in chat.
The demons dared to venture all the way here. Let's hurry and find Handamar.
Okay, let's go find Handamar and I'll check in chat some more. Midichlorian, hey Midichlorian, how you doing, man? It says EA makes buy to play to win games, buy to pay to win. I'm looking forward to seeing the next generation of EA games. I think this generation of EA games are so their reputation is so tarnished now that whatever that they put off is always going to have backlash. I just saw that study case in terms of camera shake. Let's find out. Yep, that's your option to turn it off. It should be easier to watch now for you guys. Alexis says, one of those pay-to-win gotcha you games, you'll give it max 2 weeks sadly. Hey, you know what? I was playing this browser game called Game of Thrones, Winter is Coming, and that is the most pay-to-win shit I've ever spent like money on. And I had to do that, no choice, for work, and that was an eye-opening experience because one of the most dangerous things that you can ever imagine, and this is not against any player, don't take it personal, like, if you are in a guild, and out of the 59 players out of 60 players in a guild are all able to throw hundreds of dollars at the game to get better, and you're the only one in the guild who's, like, hesitating, oh shit, everybody's, like, paying to progress real fast, and if I don't do it, you know, I'm not gonna be in the fun and everything, and I've seen that happen firsthand, and I'm like, oh my god. That is something.
I owe you one.
That's a really weird environment to be in terms of, you know. Fine, I was able to catch a pretty dangerous demon thanks to you. This here is a demon called Voltra. She's a high-ranking demon that killed a dozen Steel Fist. I think we might have seen that demon in one of the opening credits or something. There's no children around here though. Okay, so our troops transferring something. They have relocated to the hidden the children somewhere. You go ahead. Okay, let's hope for another solo dungeon, or the next group dungeon is only at 15. I don't think we're gonna get that Ultras package. So I'm gonna do another comparison to another similar game that I'm not sure I streamed, but I did have an impressions video out, and that is for Ascent Infinite Realm. Now, Ascent Infinite Realm while runs on the same engine. Oh, hang on, I gotta read the letter first. I don't have materials to keep the noble in stable condition. All units on reconnaissance missions report to Nadine Temple. Sounds like a destination here. Join the orcs. Okay. There's orcs. Quick letter. Cool. Let's go speak to Verkin. So, yeah. Same engine. Ascent Infinite Realm. The game gives you flying right from the get-go. You have airships that you can fly in, and movement in that game is great. Combat in that game is better than here, Astellia, in my opinion. The only thing is, you guys won't see it in the West for at least another year or a year and a half. So if you want to play Ascent Infinite Realm, It's kind of like this. It's in the closed beta stage at the moment, and it is available in Thailand and South Korea, I believe, is starting up. So if you have the means to like VPN that, I would highly suggest that if you're looking for something like Astellia, just with slightly better gameplay. But there's no localization though, it's all in Thai. Leah might be able to help you guys. She's only an apprentice priest, but she's smart and quick. She'll tell you about the surroundings. Go to the Dean Temple path. So
Take care of Sir Handamar.
it's very much your typical quest hub crawl at this point. The game is just throwaway characters at you, just trying to move the plot along, which is really rudimentary writing. Like I said, lower your expectations, and you'll be able to enjoy the little things so far. Okay, back to the chat. While Relic says, I like having to learn the game and put into it rather than open your wallet and get congratulations surprise mechanics. That's one way to put it. I like that. Congratulations surprise mechanics. Mama says, agreed. Fetachi says, you just need to be on shrooms to enjoy it. Okay, that's funny. I'm scrolling in on my chat and I just realized that my in-game character's scrolling in too. Alright guys, I think I'm all caught up in chat, so hopefully I'll be able to get every other question or anything that comes in there, right? I'm gonna move on. Let's see where we are now. So we've just made our way basically from here into town, into the forest, into the cave, and now we're heading all the way up north, and then I guess we'll come to the northern Aral forest or something. Let's just take a quick look. I'd really like to see the level area thing, like some games, you know, they'll put the level, estimated level requirement or something on the map so you know where you should be at.
I sense an ominous energy. There must be a demon somewhere around here.
Thank you, Rota. I don't need hints about demon presence. It's a lot of bloom when you zoom in. I guess it's trying to have that Asian art aesthetic thing where you just think of like Black Desert Online when you zoom into your character and it just gives you that bloom in the background thing, and then you zoom out, everything comes into focus. Not a big fan of that. I just like to see the world as it is. I'm not watching a movie, I'm playing a game.
We can't just leave the 𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒊𝒍 order alone like this.
His voice does not match his face, I'll tell you that. It's your companion in Astel. Then you must be the Star Caller. I've noticed they've started calling me that. I'm a Star Caller. Praise Norden, I beg you for help. We are in dire situation. Ours are cult fanatics, attack Ned and Temple. Simon has just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Simon. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate the support. If you're watching the stream or if you're here from one of my other news videos. Yeah, we're checking out Astellia, CBT 1. Cultists attacking a temple. Unthinkable. The pilgrims are in danger. So please defeat the 𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒊𝒍. Yes, sir, I will do that. And what about you, Selena? What do you got?
We must find a way to protect the temple.
Holy Pentacle. I have a favor to ask. There are pentacles in the temple. Okay, collect 3 pentacles. Yeah. Easy enough. This questing formula is something I expected. Oh, look, level 8 ring. Shit, am I 2 levels? Am I under level for this? Probably. But I'm hoping all the killing that I'm about to do is going to propel me and help me get the levels that I need. So Leah is for the main story.
Ew. Are you from the 𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒊𝒍 cult?
𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒊𝒍 cultists are
𝒂𝒍𝒍
everywhere, so
Looks
there we
like
go.
Villi have
I've
finally
got about
started to move.
20 mobs to kill. So that should give me the experience I need to hit level 8 or 9 or something like that. Okay, so while we're killing, I can afford to look at chat. I'm gonna try my hand at multitasking, so let's go. Raffle says, yeah, I'm the Star Caller, the chosen one. The one, so me and all the other people there. Star Caller. Shit story incoming. I mean, that's pretty much all the other MMOs out there, right? Like, every other game will have this shtick where you are the hero or chosen one, and we've all come to accept it. Like, I do appreciate some games that take the effort to make sure that you they tell you that you are, you know, one of a few band of adventurers or something like that, and that's always pretty awesome. Let's see. Janusha says, this game makes me sleepy. That was in-game chat. Current says, one of the big things done right by WoW is your character isn't treated as the chosen one, which is a very good point. And Wild Relic says, oh my goodness, I'm tired from just walking up and down the stairs. Zanusha says, missed donation. I just saw that. Boop. Thank you, Boop. Says, $1. This game steals a lot from Bless Online and a few things from Terra, but it's somehow worse. I suspect this game won't last. It most likely will shut down in a year or so. Enjoyable stream and can't wait for the review. Thank you, Boop, as always. I appreciate the support, man. You're awesome tonight. That last notification didn't play, unfortunately, because usually there's like a sound thing that comes up. Did not get that one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, like, for me, I cover this stuff, and I see games shut down all the time. I see games announced all the time, and every time there's a new one announced, it's almost like it's the same thing. And with Astellia, the words are different, but the concept and the execution is always the same. So, guess we'll wait and see. I mean, those other games, those pioneering Korean games, they're still here somehow. Games like Terra and, you know, all the early ones, Ion. It's just the new ones that try to come out. They have to really diversify and see how can they be different from what's already out there. Out of all those, Black Desert saw that opportunity and they took it, which is just make the game pretty and make it flashy, and people will come. And now it is the biggest Korean MMORPG in the world. Can't argue with that. PS, Xbox, PC, mobile. Alright, checking chat. We got Fahubi says, I remember when Guild Wars 2 was the same. You were just a commander and not a pack marshal. Then everyone complained. And now you're basically the savior of worlds. I remember that. Like, when I first started playing Guild Wars, somebody warned me about... the pack marshal guy was called Traherne. Somebody warned me that you're going to be so upset that you are not the pack marshal. Just wait and see. And I was like... maybe, but I found it to be true, and at the time I didn't quite like Traherne as a character. But yeah, I see your point, bro. Masood in chat says, "Hey, love your content, bro. What's your main MMO these days?" I don't have a main. I have like 4 mains. I have my own personal timetable where I'll try and fit in my top 4 anytime. So the 4 that I play most often are Guild Wars 2, The Elder Scrolls Online, World of Warcraft, and then the 4th is really whatever I'm feeling. Sometimes it could be BDO, sometimes it could be Star Wars The Old Republic, sometimes Albion Online, sometimes Final Fantasy 14 too, now that I'm back on the sub and ready for Shadowbringers. So yeah, those are my 4 that I play regularly, and if I show you my hard drive, the number of games I've got installed there, and how often I jump for all of them for like videos and stuff like that. You guys won't believe me, but it's what you gotta do. I rarely uninstall a client for the different games. Hey, get back here. Stop running away from me. Come on, Rolla, catch him. Look, he's sandwiched by Rollas, and I don't think I'm going to get the credit for taking this other player's cult fanatic guy. Unless I end up doing more damage, which I did actually, so I got credit for that one. So one more Karza cultist, and I can move on to the next one. Cult Witch, there we go. Get him, Rolla. Do your scold attack. Okay, we're done with cultists, so now what do we got? Step on the first pinnacle. Let's do that. And it's gonna auto-move me there, so I can catch up in chat. We have Neil Hatton in chat. Hey, Neil, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Says, hey, bro, how you doing? This game looks good. Got potential. Astellia, yep, this is the first day of CBT, and if you got a key, then you can start playing already. I remember somebody telling me, or the game was saying that, oh, you have to buy a legendary pack to get a access, guaranteed access, and keys are gonna be hard to come by, and keys are all over the place. In fact, if you go to any one of the like MMO news sites or whatever, I'm sure you'll find a key that you want to give. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I actually have a lot of keys, and I was thinking about giving it away on YouTube, and then I found out that YouTube removed the option. Hang on, I'm standing on the pinnacle. Okay, yeah, that's done. YouTube removed the option for me to personally message people to give them keys. So it's either I pay like a premium subscription for a giveaway tool that's gonna harvest your email address, and I don't want to do that because I know that's sort of personal and that's privacy. So the only other option I have was to have like a giveaway on Twitch. What I could do is I could just post a key in chat right now and first come first serve, but that's gonna be really cruel. I don't know. Do you guys want a key? I could just post it in chat and see what happens, and you guys can claim it. We got Jared. Chat says, good morning, Jared. How are you doing? Zusha says, I got more games than that installed. Neil says, hey, oh, I read that already. Zusha says, I love fishing and BDO in all honesty. Only game where fishing and sailing are integral to one another. The ocean play in BDO is great, and their upcoming content, what is it? The Expedition, Sea Expedition looks really interesting. I think they have a lot of potential with sea content, but I'm hearing like a lot of people don't like the sea content in BDO, which is weird. But yeah, fishing's cool. Fahubi says, I remember... Oh, I read that right. Yeah, okay. Samo, what else we got? Raffle says, I love it when Battle for Azeroth, when they call you the Speaker of the Horde. And from that moment, Nathaniel Brightcollar starts making jokes on you like, bah, Seeker of the Horde. Zoltan says, will you play classic World of Warcraft? I want to, yes. I'm still on the WoW sub, because I do jump in regularly for content, not for my channel, for helping out another guy's channel. So yeah, I should be jumping in August if all goes well. Let's see, answer the question, and it says Muhammad. Oops, what was the question? Did I miss something? BD Current says most other MMOs, the dream with Galadriel was what sent me away from Lotro. Missed donation, I read that, yeah. Again, Boop, thanks so much. I think you actually you sort of broke my OBS. You broke my Streamlabs from playing that thing again. Let me just test it and see if it works. Let's see, let's test a subscriber. Yeah, that worked. So hopefully that should trigger any more notifications for subs or whatnot. Okay, let's see. Carrying on here, turn that in. Level 8 yet? Nope. More potions that I'm probably gonna out-level right now. Almost at level 8. One more turn in.
We must find a way to protect
Step in your pinnacles. Okay, Pisces have reached level 6. That's good. Okay, let's see. A group of demons raided Nadine Temple. The knight helped to defend us, but I don't know what happened afterward. The priest told me to hide somewhere safe. Ta-da, level 8, I can now have that awesome ring thing. People who can't fight are of no use to something like this. Let's defeat the demons. Let's do it. Be careful, Starcaller. There are too many of them. Starcaller sounds like a... I must have heard this somewhere, like it's the name of a game, or it's the name of a TV series. Starcaller. Okay, let's see. Wall Relic says he asked about Lotro, Lord of the Rings Online, for those that don't know. Is it worth playing free-to-play? Ooh, tough question. If you are a fan of Middle-earth, or any of Tolkien's work, and you like being in that environment surrounded by a community that's really hardcore Lotro and Tolkien, then I think you would enjoy it. If you're just an MMO player looking for a new MMO to play, the free-to-play is... After a certain level, like once you hit level 30, you'll come across some paywalls like quest packs. So if you don't buy this quest pack, you're not gonna unlock quests. So you can't go to the next area and quest. You can do the main story all the way up to, I think, Helm's Deep, which is like the 4th expansion. And then there's like a paywall again, and then the main story again. It's a long thing. I've played Lotro for almost a decade, so but I've learned how to cut the bias out of that. Ever since, you know, my work became sort of a professional thing, you gotta cut that stuff out, and I can see this free-to-play Lotro is tolerable if you enjoy the world and the setting, of Lord of the Rings. If not, then there are better free-to-play games out there. If you're willing to sub, then probably, yeah. It has decent sort of dungeons. The community is always great in Lotro. So it does have some good points for it. PvP, for me at least, died when I left the game. Or when I stopped PvPing, that is. There's only one mode, which is the Ettenmorse, where it's big Zerg v Zerg. Freeps, or the Free Peoples of Middle-earth, which is all your normal, you know, elves, dwarves, race of men, versus your monster players. Armies of Sauron, you know, spiders and wargs and Urukai and all this stuff. So if that sounds good to you, then by all means give it a shot. It's free to play, so you don't really have much to lose except your time and internet download speed. So there. Hope that answered your question. Fahoudi says in LOL there's an Aurelian SOL Soul, the Star Forger, or in Guild Wars 2 𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒊𝒍 there's a legendary bounty Hydra which is called Starcaller. Ah, yes. No wonder it sounded so familiar. I knew I heard that thing somewhere. We have Roan in chat. Says, hello. Hey, Roan. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? What did I just pick up? You've discovered a second hidden chest in Manatron Grasslands. You obtained Ancient Fragment. What is that Ancient Fragment? Let's put on that ring first. Show me that Ancient Fragment. Yeah, I'm getting some crafting materials, as you can see. I've got a fish and cotton fiber there. Ancient Fragment. I don't see it. Okay, I'll find out. But I just looked at my in-game currency and I've got 3,000 gold or whatever. So again, to start a guild you need 10,000 gold. So I guess it's doable by the time you hit level 10. Yeah, I'm not getting any joy because there's other people here unless I try and group up. I'm gonna back off and see if I can get that one instead. Come on, Rolla, where you at? Let's summon some others. Some fun. Okay, I'm done. I just need ambush leader for a Heifer. That's the closest name I've heard for an NPC that's to my own in-game character's name that I usually pick, which is Havelheim. Hopefully I got him here. It's gonna be my kill, my tag. And it is. And that's a 6th skill that I unlocked. Number 9, what was that? Whirlwind. Okay, let's do that once that's off cooldown. And 2, 1, Whirlwind. Slight delay there. Oh, didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. Damn it. Are my Astrals just pulling everything? Okay, I'm gonna de-summon one. Okay, let's get out of here before they respawn again. Okay, back to the Pentacles, and we're done with this quest. Jared in chat says, I like PvP. I wanted BDO to come to PlayStation 4 for so long, but that grinding in Korean MMOs, not sure about that. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. The 10 years ago, myself, I would have loved that sort of, you know, spending all day in the game, just grinding. I like that. I'm no stranger to grinds. When you're young and in college, you practically have no problems grinding. You've got the time. These days, you don't have the time, and that's where it becomes a real, you know, you work like for me 2-3 different jobs, and then when you come to playing you find a game that you like, and you want to enjoy the different aspects, and then you realize most of them are like another job. So that's where it really, I take a step back and I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I'll visit from time to time, but you can't be my main MMO kind of thing. Okay, unlock that. Now let's go to the 3rd Pentacle. Walrus says, anyone know what time the Steam Summer Sale starts? It's today. Oh my god, I hope it's not today. I totally forgot about that. Wild Relic, what are you planning to buy on Steam? Or what's on everybody's Steam wish list? If you can't remember Let me know. I want to know what's on your wish list. If there's something on Steam that you want to buy on your wish list waiting for Steam sale, let me know. I'll tell you what's on mine. I have Jurassic World Evolution. Yeah, I know, it's weird. For an MMORPG guy, what? Yeah, I love the first Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, and when I saw Evolution, I thought great, but it was an unfinished game when it came out. I'm going to have to rest here for a bit, because my mana is barely moving. So yeah, I saw Genesis, didn't like it. I waited, so now it's a much more complete game, so I'm going to wait for a sale. Scrolling up in chat, if anybody has anything that they want to talk about, or questions for the game Astellia, or for the stream, whatever, feel free. I think stream chat is all cleaned up now, so I am not hogged down at all. Jared says I still have to do fishing achievements in ESO. Honest to God, I have not tried. I've not gone far fishing. Like, people sell the perfect row for like 10,000 ESO gold on the North American mega servers, which is decent money. I just don't have the patience for it in ESO, especially because there are faster ways to make gold in ESO. The news shoe says, Adrian, to add a friend, click the arrow in the chat bubble next to notification. I have notifications. Let's see. How do you know? Doesn't tell me anything. Nope, no notifications, nothing. I didn't get nothing, so. But, yeah, thanks for the tip. At least I know where to look now. Righto. Turning in time. Let's see if we can get level 9.
We must find a way to protect the temple.
Please hunt the Sabrillas. Okay, that sounds like an interesting enemy of some sort. Sabrillas. So we did cultists so far. I mean, the variation in mobs that we're killing isn't really that great or impressive yet. Oh, come on. It's stuff like that just annoys me. Let's see. Sabrillas. What are Sabrillas? That little flower? Alright, have at you. Okay, so I've just got my Astel to start attacking. Let's see if level 7 Sabrilla is better than a level 8 Rota. So in the early levels, you pretty much saw my Astel just taking out enemies on the landscape with ease. Now at the almost level 10, I think it's more even. It's more even than before. Right, check it in chat. Recurrent says, and I've bought far more games than I can play. I'm waiting for a sale on Divinity Original Sin 2. That's a good one. That's great, especially since that studio, Larian, is making Baldur's Gate 3, so that's great. Prefer to GOG when the choice is available. GOG is good. I hope they survive. I mean, all this launcher mumbo jumbo is forcing all the other sort of like, you know, game library store slash thing services to try and step up their game. GOG is one of them. Little flower. Little flower. Man, these little things are hard to find. There you go. Oh, 3 at once too. Uh-oh. Okay. Jeez, that stutter. I always thought it was gonna crash. 1, 2, 3, come on. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to auto attack all of these stuff and grab the last one myself. Good. Now let's bring everybody up.
I'll dance with you.
F1 here, F2 there, and F3 there.
Help.
Oh, this is gonna be a micromanagement disaster later on. So I'm gonna have to rebind all my hotkeys in a way that it's easier for me to remember all my Estelle's skills and their hotbars. I never use the F1 for my MMOs ever. It's just an awkward position for where my keyboard sits. So I've just lost Rota. She's knocked out. But we got the job done. So yeah, don't expect what I did earlier on stream, where I could just face roll early level mobs with my Astels. Don't expect that to happen later on, because it's going to get tougher.
I'm sorry.
And I suppose now is when I have to look at Astellia progression, or Astel progression. So for example, SP, XP, and then of course you have the Star Jewel, which is something I'm going to have to figure out now. Because I can increase her enhancement from 1 star to 5 star. So I guess she does more damage or whatever. Grade 5 as you can see. So all this stuff will come in later. And of course clicking the help button won't do shit for you because that's not in game yet. I'm saving the main quest until after I get all these side quests done because I don't want to be doing too much back and forth here.
A way to protect the temple.
Okay, checking in chat. Midgorn says, I have pending finishing KOTOR 2 so I can start my yearly playthrough KOTOR. Yearly? Nice. I guess that's a nice sort of tradition to have. I start Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines and it's awesome so far. I'm very early in the game. That's something I need to do because Masquerades 2 sounds awesome, and it's something that some of my friends used to play back in the day. Walreich says, yeah, I have way too many games. I haven't even played all of my games because I have like 200 to think. I think all of us have Steam library backlog issues, guys. I think you're not alone in that. All of us have that sort of issue.
I'm going to get
Damn it,
some rest.
I'm in combat for some reason. This witch followed me from God knows where. Am I still in combat? No, I think I'm okay. Hey, come on, horsey. Alright, let's go defeat the Chained Callum, which is over here. And, oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Oh, damn it. I don't have an Astel out. Come on.
Is it time to work?
So.
Alright, let's free this thing. Ooh, that's a ugly looking thing. Reminds me of a Star Wars, what is it called? A Wampa? No, I'm thinking of something else. Right, so this thing is no pushover. It has a lot of health and it's not going down anytime soon. So I'm gonna have to bring out the cavalry here. F2, F3, everybody out. Execute skills. Yeah, for me the Astral system right now is just like you have your keyboard and it's like a bunch of nuke skills and you just press whenever it's off cooldown, you just press your STL buttons there. Of course, me remembering to do my own warrior melee skills with combos and everything.
I can't move anymore.
Right, I'm out of resource, so that means 2 of them has despawned. I'm getting attack at the side. Shield dash. I may die here. Got cult witches hitting me. Okay, I'm bringing out Cygnus again.
I'll dance with you.
Cygnus!
I wanted to dance under the starlight.
I think I pulled aggro. Yep.
Aren't you
Good
going
news
to help?
is I do have pots. So I'm almost out of MP, so that's control 2 for MP.
Master, I'll be leaving now.
What? How did I get a second one to spawn? Oh, that's another player, so thank God. I nearly... That was almost a despairing thought. It's almost down, but I've got all kinds of ads whooping my ass. Come on, Cygnus. Do your thing. Almost there. 900. 700. 400, 300, 200. We got Pisces now. Oh, we got it.
Did you call me?
So that's the toughest mob I've faced so far. Even tougher than like the solo dungeon mob, which did nothing. So that one fight was more fun than any other fight I've done on tonight's stream. I gotta be honest. So I guess that made the stream worth it tonight. A tough fight and with your Astellia dying left and right. Okay, let's desummon everybody. And let's turn that one in.
We must find a way to protect the temple.
I'm sure we want to return flow, actual track, your backstar color. Still no gear. So I may have to take some of that currency with me back in town and try and upgrade my gear. Because that fight just made me realize, yeah, maybe I'm overlooking stuff. So I still don't have a bracelet. There's treasure slots, which sounds interesting. I'll have a level 4 weapon. No necklace, no earring. And, oh yes, you do have a customization slot, but that's sort of you only have 2 slots, so you have a weapon skin and an armor skin. I was kind of hoping for more than that, like maybe a back item or something else. Can remove my helmet. Oh yeah, now you get to see Geralt of Rivia again, so totally forgot about that. Yeah, my character is totally The Witcher. Okay, checking in chat. We have Pratty in chat says, did they remove the gender lock in CBT? There's going to be gender lock in CBT. They will remove it for the final launch of the game. But there is locking here in CBT. Kevin says, excuse me, your healer's pulling threat from range? My healer... yeah, possibly. I don't know. I mean, if it heals in the middle of the boss, I think it's just vicinity threat that I'm standing there. That's why those ads were wagging me. Does anyone else get the habit of, oh, this game is on sale, going to buy it, I'll play it tomorrow, but never get around to playing it? Me. Totally me. If you look at my library, you'll see some really questionable titles that were impulse buys on my part. And I'm like, I'll get to it someday. I'll get to it someday. Never do. And even when I do, it's like because I see like some new DLC coming out for it, then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get caught up, and I'll spend like a couple of hours and I'll forget about it. With MMOs, no such thing though, because you guys know if you don't put in the work to get your characters to a certain stage, you will not go to the expansion. Think of my my entire journey of leveling of getting to where I got today with Final Fantasy XIV. Whoa! All right, cinematic time. Wham! Wham! That's that guy we've been chasing. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, that didn't last long. I thought it was doing so well there. Okay, that screen shake is totally not me.
Pandamar is in danger.
So, solo boss fight, I suppose? I don't know. Oh, that's that big thing again. I don't want to mess with that thing anymore. Alright, let's go. Vjelpi? Am I even supposed to be in here? No, I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. I walked up straight to the bad person.
Rota!
Is it time to work?
Are you okay? It's a scratch. I just need a breather before finishing Vilope once and for all. What did I call her? Viliope? Sounds like Calliope. Is that the name of your leader? You get some rest. We'll take care of her. Okay. I'm not sure about taking care of her anymore, but defeat the tamed Kaluk that guard. That it? The tamed Kaluk? Yep, it is. So, off you go, Rolla. Rota. Shit, I keep calling you Rolla. I'm gonna try and pull aggro though. So let's try and follow the combinations on screen whenever they pop up. Like some of them it automatically does it for me, but I've noticed that sometimes it just doesn't proc. So like cut right now is on cooldown for me, so it's not proccing. So cut and then followed by 3 chain impulse. There you go, 1, 2, and 3, and it's dead. Gorgeous pillar. Not sure if that is a mechanic for later on or not, but I'm keeping an eye on that. And the lack of any sort of sprint is kind of jarring. Okay, off you go. Get him. So I'm gonna try and whack him all skills now, see if I can pull aggro. I'm gonna try and walk him into the pillar, see if that's a mechanic of some sort. This is experience from other MMOs, just trying to think outside the box, but it's a current game. It doesn't have that intricate combat mechanic like I'm so used to other games, like just messing with your head by putting that pillar there for some reason. Like my first thought was that's gotta be for,
Path is open, Master.
for
This
something.
is our chance.
So I'll keep those pillars in mind. Let's go find Violet. Okay, let's see. Everybody out? Everybody attack. Charge my minions. I mean, that part of it is pretty fun, I suppose. You just getting all your little minions to charge, and like I said, if used properly, it could be a real nuclear burst.
I would have gotten rid of them earlier. The child will be the key to destroy the world and to create a new one.
Huh, okay, the child is the key. I wonder if she's talking about my sister, who, if you're just joining the stream, if you play through the intro tutorial story, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Little girl gets captured, that's my sister, or your sister, and you gotta go on this mission to save her back, I suppose.
After all, this is just the beginning.
Something's wrong. This is some form of poison, probably some demonic herb. Demonic herb. That's a... Never mind, I'm sure the northern priests have some way to neutralize the poison. Yeah, let's go find out. I mean, this part of the story so far has been pretty mediocre at best. I mean, it's your a typical Korean fantasy kind of storyline. Again, if you're thinking about checking this out, just tame your expectations for an MMO that will blow you away. So far, it hasn't yet. For me, anyway. Wall Relic says, like the orcs saying stuff in WoW, like Zug Zug. Does anyone get the WoW vibe when Rota spawns and the voice says Rota? I know what you're talking about. So, let's say I get rid of her, and then she comes out.
Rota. Is
Rota.
it time to work?
In World of Warcraft, in Orcish, Loktar is what the orcs say, right? Loktar Nogash or something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And speaking of Warcraft, game's just gone down for maintenance, I believe, about an hour ago for patch 8.2, which I also need to jump into tonight. So yeah, gonna be a freaking busy night, man. It's 11:24 p.m. here, but I'll be up until like 3 in the morning, just trying to make my way into Nazjatar and continue my alliance campaign for stuff.
No, Sir Handamar was poisoned?
Mini says, spoiler, in a few hours I'll have Steam open and looking for what's on sale. It's the sale poison. I'll try and stay away this year. That's what we all say. I guarantee you guys are going to buy something on sale. What's happening in there, Starcaller? The demons are defeated, but Sir Handamar is seriously wounded. It seems he was hit by a demon's poisoned blade. Ooh, level 7 armor. Let's find out how good that looks. Is there an antidote? Gordo said the Eileen Falls can make antidotes, but they're not very friendly to outsiders. If things go wrong, it might be too late for him. We have Mauricio in chat. Hey, Mauricio, he says, how is optimization? Fair. I mean, it's not great, at least for me. I'm running this off, my usual test hard drive, and almost all Unreal games do not perform well on this. Otherwise, in terms of, glitches and no bugs so far, which is great, no crashes, but there's a lot of stuttering, and FPS drops almost all the time whenever I'm zoning in. So it's your typical sort of Korean problem. Like, really, just play anything. BNS, Terra, you'll have this same problem. Hang on, what's this? Please tell me that's like a rare item or something like that, because that's cool if you can find stuff on the ground randomly. It's a frigging egg. Never mind. What is with this egg? No, it's olive oil. I saw that wrong. So, onwards now, we are going to... Where are we going? Yeah, this is the right place. So you can immediately tell, like, your first 20 levels is going to be such a cohesive quest hub crawl. All the quests are centered around nicely, so it's going to be a very familiar progression game for you. Yeah, you're just going to follow the story and play it up there. I don't see anything different that would really make you know, the Western market go, oh, gotta play this. Except maybe if you're really into the whole kitty lolly collection thing and seeing how to experiment with that and try to take that into dungeons or PvP. Who knows? I'm going to be jumping back into this on Saturday when they release the level 50 NPC, so that you can boost yourself to level 50, try out some endgame content, try out some PvP. Then that's exactly what I'm going to do to really justify the price I paid for the legendary. And of course, you guys will see a review video for this when the game launches, and probably some thoughts from CBT too. For those of you that has been with me in my channel for a while, you guys know what to expect. But to all the newcomers, hey, I'm not done with Astellia. Once the stream ends, I will be covering it in depth with a full review. Oh my god. Okay, let's check out the dialogue. BB, the king in exile, wants you to defeat Dudu so that he can reclaim the throne. If you can do this, you can get the antidote to cure Sir Handamore. So kill Dudu for BB for the shit. Okay, let's do it. Let's go meet King BB. Are they frogs? Oh my god! So we have Coco here, Bobo, BB, Dudu. Shit. I'm starting to wonder what the demographics are really. Like, is this MMO for like younger audiences, for kids, or is it like a family game to play together? No, just no. I don't like that voiceover at all. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna pick up the quest and move far away from the dialogue and the voiceover as quickly as possible. This is not one of my favorite things about this part of the MMO. No doo-doo bobo bullshit stuff. Let's just go kill things.
We must be prepared for the coming winter.
I'm sure there's an interesting backstory with this kind of creatures, which, you know, if done correctly, or if handled well, will be great. Like, think like Guild Wars 2 has the Quaggons, which when the first time I encountered Quaggons in Guild Wars 2, I'm like, oh my god, no. But the way they were utilized in the story made sense, and it was fun. I've got another hidden chest here. Oh, so pro tip, guys, those of you watching and playing, hey, there's like hidden chests all over the world. Just walk up to it, claim it, and you'll get some crafting mats and stuff. Did I miss any quests from Dudu Bobo and guys like that? Well, we've got Tyra. Oh, there it is. That stuttering I was talking about. Alright, Tyra, what do you got? You get skill points when you level up. You can use those points to enhance your skills. Finally, some character progression. Let's do this. First, open the skill window and select the skill you want. You'll see the enhancement information at the bottom right. Select category. Great. So let's open up the skill window. Click on the skill I want. So my most powerful skill right now is probably Piercing Strike. I've seen, like... Let's just try and do the basic first. Chain Impale, because that has all my impales, all my combos in it, right? So let's click on that. And I've got 3 skill points. Right. I'm just trying to take this all in for the class that I picked. Trying to understand things here. Reduce CD. So the more you enhance it, so like for example this skill, Whirlwind, you can either reduce the CD or increase the power. So you've got like your option there. This one just has power increase, but I don't have the option to level that one up. So I was kind of hoping for more options, but it just seems like very basic. You either reduce the CD or you increase the power. So beyond that, you can't really do much. And for some of them, you just can't do it at all. Like, I don't have the option here. So, I guess I'll just find one that I can add to it and we'll do it. So, shield blitz. Oh, hang on, here we go. Status effect. No, status accuracy. That's a third. And right, we'll do reduce CD first, then apply enhancement. So this is CBT. There's not really a whole lot of tutorials besides what that girl just told me to do. So you're gonna have to play around and see what you can do. Reset skills, it looks to be like free as well. So in case you messed up here, then you could probably reset that. So what, shatter? Let's do reduce CD. So make the cooldown slower, so you can pull off more skills. And then all I have to do is just like worry about mana regeneration or something like that. Power increase or flurry. And done. I'm out of skill points. So there's that. Now I just out of the top of my head, and maybe because I'm reading chat a lot or whatever, I didn't get like a pop-up notification on my screen saying, oh, you've received 1 skill point, unless I completely missed it. But there doesn't seem to be like a notification system like in other games where, okay, you've leveled up, and they should like tell you, okay, here's you have unspent skill points or something like that. I so far have not gotten any sort of notification like that. So unless I'm missing something, maybe I am missing something. So look at this bottom right corner. I have the N there, so I guess that means new. So that's like my notification area. And this is me just not checking every single one, including getting new skills. So I've just left everything there. So maybe I've stopped getting notifications like that. New skill, new Estelle, and new skill. That's it. I'm out of notifications. So no. Maybe that's something they'll patch in at launch. Who knows? But that'll teach me for not checking, huh? Let's finish up that quest for skill points. The amount of skill points is limited, so watch out, but don't feel pressured. Skill enhancements can be reset. I did say that's free, right? So that's good. It's completely free. I do appreciate that. I do know other MMOs will not give you a free reroll more than once, but it seems like you can respec here freely, so that's good. Okay, check it in chat. Mohammed says, worth it to buy now. Oh. Hold off your money first. I would say wait until they should have an open beta. Wait until you can get in and check it out then and see if there's anything improved, if the new tutorial, other than the Korean version, is better, if you actually like the feel, and if it runs better on your machine than you think it does on mine, then maybe it's worth checking out. But the $30 USD buy-in is a little steep for something like this, if you ask me. But then again, it's a lose-lose for them in some ways, because if they go free to play, they have to make it pay to win. There's just no two ways about it. So yeah, hold off on it. Wait for a couple of weeks, see what happens with how it progresses with the beta, and if it even gets to an open beta. If you can snag yourself a key, try and get in, man. Shrenko in chat says not worth it. Maycorn says, wait, does this mean this is the first skill point you have since you started? Or is it just a level long ago? I think it accumulated, because I did not check, so that's probably why. Shrenko says, it looks very similar if you compare the two. Astellia just looks like a Blast Online, where it goes by to play. Devs promise big changes to the Western release, Unreal 3 starter, even in the trailer, just like the just like the Blessed trailer. Yeah, I agree with that. The thing that Astellia, like I said, has the advantage over Blessed is they've had so much time to study. Like, they must have hired people to research the case study and figure out every step of the way that Blast Online messed up, and how we, Baransan and EA Engineering, will not replicate that mistakes. Oh, achievement, defeat 100 monsters. So if they had done their research look at all the mitigating factors of how not to pull a bless, and if they can, you know, succeed there, then yeah, I'll say kudos. Maybe, you know, there is some longevity in the game down the line if they do find a market for it in the West. Right, I do see these herbs with the Q on top of its head. I hope I got enough. I'm King Kills in Combat says, what's up with the combat? This is your Astellia combat, yo. Oh, it's a young corrupted Godo, which I can't attack. I'm not sure why. Huh. Well, let's do corrupted Godo first. So you've got Astles as companions that you can pull out, and they join you in attack. Some of them heal you. They have their own abilities as well. So that's their shtick really for Astellia. Holy crap! My cooldown, my GCD has just gotten way better than what it was before. My range sickness is really gung-ho. As soon as I targeted a mob, she immediately started hacking. That's what I call efficient. So is she gonna pull it? Pull it. Yep, there we go. It's not the first time you'll see like companion systems like this kind of just taking over the MMOs, like to a certain extent. Don't expect it, like I said, to replace playing with others. And speaking of mechanics like this, Final Fantasy XIV has been... They're going to release this thing called the Trust System, which, while not at all similar to this, where it's a proper companion system, over in Final Fantasy, that one, you could pretty much do like the upcoming main story dungeons in the new expansion with the NPCs from the main story, and I think that is actually pretty cool. Okay, that one's done. Now, find escaped chickens. Great. There's one. These Gordos have been stealing chickens. What am I getting myself into? Chickens. There's gotta be one around here somewhere. What are they shouting at? What are they screaming at? Can't really see. Okay, so what to do with these young Gordos? I have to purify them, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to open up my inventory and look for quest items. There we go. Can you drag that into a bar? Yep, you can. That's going to make things easier. We're running this quest later on. Corrupted young Gordo. Ah, the other chicken. And here we go. Use it. Two more to go. Oh, there's Trader Doo-Doo. I see now. I'm out of herbs. One more herb. It's not a whole lot of players in my area around here questing. I did see a couple early on, but it's not as like packed as the early levels where, you know, people are everywhere. I mean, granted, it is a Tuesday for lots of folks, so it is a working day to start your CBT. And done. Obtain the Doo-Doo Trader Crown. There he is. Alright. For this one, as usual, all Astals out. Let's nuke him. Go. Everybody skill up.
Aqua bubble.
Yeah, so that's a viable tactic. Just pull them all out for one massive hit and move on. That is it. I'm now free to go back and turn all of the stuff in. So while I'm auto-pathing, I get to check in and chat. Jopet says, I hope they optimize this game better at launch. Me too. I mean, one of the things that I should probably test is move this onto my SSD and see if it runs better on my SSD. The one thing I can't confirm properly is, of course, latency, lag, and some of the skill delay that you see because I'm playing from Southeast Asia, so my latency and ping isn't going to be great connecting to a North American server. But yeah, hopefully a lot of the stuff will improve over time into CBT 2, which they will have, and then of course into open beta, which they should have, just to get more people through the door and to have a look at what it has to offer. Complete the achievement. Level 9, huh? Cool. I'm turning all these other side quests first.
Be prepared for the coming winter. Duh, duh.
Done. So I am now at, well, barely into level 9.
Gadpoles are the future of our kingdom, baby.
For your service, you'll be granted Gordo, Jelly, and BB. No thank you. Unless, of course, you're talking about an Astel. If they're an Astel, then, hey, I'm all for collecting new ones.
Let's do this. Watch carefully, Bobo.
Okay, something's happening here.
Moss in my mouth.
Yeah, okay, no. Never mind. It's annoying as hell.
Here it is, Bobo. Take it and use it where you need it, Bobo.
I'm sorry, but I'm not touching that Gordo jelly.
That's how they make the antidote. Great.
You have to kill.
So, yep, we got the antidote. And I suppose we can go to, yeah, there we go, level 8 weapon. That's what I want. A harder hitting weapon. Okay, you have been holding this gooey thing, so yes, to eat this. The smell is yucks. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, what's that? Common Atarok crystal. Finally, we're getting some
This place will become vomit hell.
itemization stuff. Damn it, I just want to know where. Yeah, let me just get the level 7 armor on.
What is that coming out of your mouth? Swallow it back. Now! Swallow it!
I'm trying to see where the story piece is coming from. Okay, never mind. So yeah, what I'm wearing now is like the level 5 armor. Let's see what level 7 armor looks like. The armor designs for the early levels has been like really impressive in terms of what they give you. So that's the level 7 armor. Huh. And there's another level 7 armor there. So I got a duplicate. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start dismantling stuff to show you guys the enhancement system, huh? Shall we do that? So I'm going to put on this sword too, level 8, so level 4. Let's go ahead and do that. And for now, all the bell and stuff, let's go ahead and start dismantling 1. So I've got weapon enhancement there. Weapon enhancement. I'm going to keep my level 3 armor because that one's really cool. Let's do armor as well. Let's do the level 7 armor. Level 10 bow. I'm not even level 10. And it's not even for a class that I have, so all the non-class stuff gets out of here. Okay, so I've got a ton of armor enhancements now, so let's go ahead and start enhancing. I'm going to remove my top armor, and we will open up the enhancement panel. Let's see how much this costs. So level 7 armor, put that in there. Right, it's going to take 9 enhancement stones to move up to 1 rank, I suppose. And that's going to give me just +3 of everything. Magic defense, evasion, critical evasion, blah, blah. So let's do it. All I got to do is hit the enhance button. Do you want to enhance? Guaranteed to succeed, but after a certain rank, just like all the other Korean games, there's going to be a chance to fail. Ta-da! Complete achievement, first enhance, so +1 now. And then of course it goes on and on and on. So, and then you get a cool border over like the armor that you enhance, so you always know that. No, you don't. Never mind. I take that back. But that is enhanced. God, I just wish there's a better way to tell you that what you're wearing is a +1. Oh, it does. Only in the name though. Like there's no special item to identify that. So you could accidentally deconstruct or dismantle something in your bag that you may have already got to like a +5 or something. So be careful with that. Let's try weapon now. Let's see how much that costs. So weapon, enhance. It takes more stones actually. So it's level 11 out of 27 stones to get. Well, you know what? Weapon's always worth it though for the extra damage. So let's go ahead and do that. I could be wrong. I think it's 1 to 7 or 1 to 6 or something before it starts getting a little risky to enhance further on. So that's done. Let's take that out. Now, item fusion requires level 50 +7 or higher weapons. So I can't touch fusion until endgame. So can't really do much there. That's just one part of the itemization gear progression. There's also another thing called equip runes and fuse jewels. And I don't think I have anything. Ooh, lock item. Just found that. Okay, cool. So you can, in fact, lock items in case. Fuse 5 runes or star jewels to obtain 1 new rune or star jewel. So if you don't get the stat or something you want, I guess then swap them out. So that's that. Crafting. I do know there's crafting. I just haven't gone around to it yet. Something I'll do over the weekend and I'll add it into the video. Let's go back and put on our weapon. Check it in chat. Princess Quill says, Geralt of Rivia. That is indeed what I went for. I went for the they had like a bunch of options when you first make a character, and one of them was a pre-made set of this guy, and that's the first thing I noticed, Geralt. So I just took him. We got Miles who chat says, I wonder even BDO will come on PS4. I know the pre-orders will be up on 2nd of July. Yeah, it should be coming. If there's pre-orders, it's just a matter of, it's a guaranteed, so you will have access to BDO, so don't worry about it if you're waiting to play on the PlayStation 4. Me Corin says, what's the Pope doing there? Oh yeah, the white priest back there. Yeah, the church was under attack, so they needed to escape, really. So, I think this is going to be it for me for the stream, guys. It's almost midnight here, and I'm going to call it a night. I got to jump into World of Warcraft soon, do some 8.2. So anyway, there's going to be a review for this, obviously, when it comes out, but I'll put out a separate video about some thoughts on CBT. I'll play a little bit over the weekend while waiting for Shadowbringers to hit, too. There's just so much going on this week. Ugh. Anyway, guys in chat, guys and gals in chat, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. For a sneak peek at Astellia, this upcoming Western version of this Korean MMORPG that features everything that you saw on stream tonight. All these Astel collection battle stuff. I just realized how my armor is split evenly down the sides of my horse. Like a pancake. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to share some final thoughts here about my experiences so far, and then catch up with everybody in chat. We got Pratty in chat says, are you going to do a female playthrough in CBT? This guy is male. I'm not going to be doing a CBT playthrough though, so it's not going to... I don't really have the time for that, but I may do a playthrough at launch, depending on how fast I finish Final Fantasy Shadowbringers, how fast I finish 8.2, how fast I get that Elsewhere chapter review out. Oh my god, I've got so much to do. So yeah, okay, let's get to it. Final thoughts so far, day 1, first 8 levels or so. Astellia is all about the Astels. So this is going to be their USP, aka unique selling point. The entire game is going to be based around sort of you going out and collecting these little things, little dolls, little girls, little lions, and other elemental stuff that are based on the various classes in games, the archetypes, their damage, their abilities. They can heal you, they can tank for you, who knows? I'm sure they can, and they have skills that you can summon and everything, and it's tied into the story. You are a star caller and all this stuff. From a story perspective, I'm just gonna skip that entirely. I'll wait for the launch to get a real grip on that, because you know, tonight's stream was all about performance and gameplay, and from a combat perspective, I'm not quite happy with it yet. And I said it again, I said at the top of the stream, the reason I went for a melee character is because as a melee character, you can really get a sense of the animation for the character's combat skills. You get to see him move in combat. You get a feel for what's he going to be like in PvP with so much movement. And how does that look when you swing your sword? Is there any impact? Is there any weight to your attacks? And so far, it does feel like sort of floaty. It doesn't have that sort of weight that, you know, I really like in games like BDO or Terra, for example. This is more closer akin to like an Ion, for example. And to a certain extent, Bless feels a lot worse than that. At least the first beta that I played. Because with Bless, of course, you guys will remember the top half of the body moved and then the bottom half of the body was just static like a mannequin. So Astellia doesn't have that problem. So in that sense, you know, it's more tolerable, I suppose. Other than that, performance-wise, you guys seen it? Lots of FPS drops, lots of stutters. Some way to mitigate that, of course. Maybe try an SSD if you can, or if you're playing on a older computer or laptop, then maybe play on a newer one, maybe. But otherwise, some of it's totally the game, especially on this engine, and when you swap between zones and everything, it does happen. So it's also a game issue. What else? Aesthetics and presentation, I suppose. Does it look good? It's not really. I mean, to distinguish itself from all the other games out there, like if I took a screenshot without the UI, right, and I put it side by side beside, let's say an Ion or a BNS or even Ascent Infinite Realm, I dare you to put it side by side with Ascent Infinite Realm and try and spot the difference in the aesthetics. It's going to be really difficult, you know. So it doesn't really have that a differentiating factor in terms of aesthetics to stand apart from other Korean MMOs. Sure, it's not a BDO. No game can compete with like Pearl Abyss's dominance on, yeah, we want to make the best looking Korean MMO out there. Sure, if that's not important to you, you don't have to care. As long as the gameplay is fun for you, if you're engaged with the combat and stuff, then great. The voice acting in this game, if that's important to you, because maybe you've played Bless and you felt let down by how poor the audio quality was in Bless, it's not as bad here. In fact, some of it, you can tell they've hired professionals to do some of it. In parts, when it comes to like monsters and the little critters and the little girls, then that's where it can get like a mixed bag for you. You may not like the amount of high pitch stuff that you're going to hear in the first 10 levels, but hey. So that's my early thoughts on the game so far. I'll keep playing it in CBT, and yeah, I'll let you guys know if there's a next stream on my Discord, but there's gonna be a video coming out about this soon. So that's it from me, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Rudy says it's a thing, and I am using it for 2 weeks now. By SSHD. Yeah, I've seen one of those hybrid disk drives, right? Yep. Pratty says thanks again. See ya, Adrian. Thank you, Pratty. Appreciate you hanging out. Feta Cheese as well. Good night, Adrian. Good night, Feta Cheese. I appreciate you hanging out, and I will dream of my favorite cheese tonight, which is, I'll keep that private for you guys to find out. And everybody else that's joining the stream tonight, Midichlorian and Joe Pat, there's a ton of you that jumped in tonight and kept me company, so I appreciate all the chats and the conversations. If I didn't get to your question or your chat, I do apologize. The one person I will reserve special thanks to, though, is Boop, because this dude has just filled my notifications with my Streamlab tips and donations, and that is just incredibly awesome. Every time he had a question, he just tipped like $1, which is insane. So thank you, Boop, if you're still out there. I appreciate the support, and yeah, that's super awesome, dude. 𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒊𝒍 says, to me, the distinctive feature is no forced PvP. The reason why I'm not playing other Korean MMOs, so it's good enough for me. I mean, there are PvE-centric MMOs where, you know, PvP is not... You don't need to participate in PvP. I think Ascent Infinite Realms is one of those games. Sure, there are factions in there, but you have to get to a PvP zone to PvP. In Astellia, I did see the PvPs they have, so Avalon's going to be one of them. You got Dual Arenas, Coliseum, so this is more of a Western thing, which is a nice change. And yeah, I'll have to get to a point where I'm able to check that stuff out before I can talk about it. So, okay, wrap it up, guys. I'm going to go soon. Rudy says, Adrian, a challenge. Lay it on me. What challenge you got? And just because I have them, like I've got a bunch of them, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to drop this in chat, and because I know there's going to be a delay, good luck to whoever that gets that and uses it on the Astellia site to claim CBT key. Right, Rudy says, tell us a joke. All right, you guys want a joke before I close the stream? Okay, here's a joke. Let's see. Time flies when you throw the alarm clock across the room. That's a GRM joke. And you guys will know that I'm not good at that joke, so I'm not good at jokes in general, so I'm not generally funny. I just play MMOs and analyze them. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. I am out of here. Thank you so much for joining me on stream. I will see you soon, maybe for some World of Warcraft or maybe for something else, but definitely Shadowbringers this Friday. Yeah, for those of you in my part of the world, have a great night. Enjoy your sleep, and for those of you in Europe and the West, enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you guys soon. So once again, Adrian here, thanking all of you for watching. Later, guys.